Hearing to live stream might be streaming now. I don't know when it starts.
Here we go. Live on YouTube. I'll check on my phone when it comes up.
Oh yeah, send it to people.
Send it. We're gonna actually make people aware we're doing this thing.
Which background did you go? Which thumbnail did you go for in the end?
Yeah, it's here, guys. We're here.
Yay!
The stream is loading on my phone, but we are here.
Okay. Hold on.
Sharing it. Let's go.
I'm just sharing it to Discord.
Discord.
I like a little bit like
I'll put it in bulletin. I don't think anyone clicks on these links, but like
wizard with a knife on the tip of their.
Okay. What was my order?
Me first.
Yes.
There
you go. Oh yeah, this is Thor Ragnarok.
Hello, welcome to the full Ragnarok. Hello, I'm Pixie. I'm playing Loki and cousin Carlo.
I'm Sabine and I'm playing Odin and fake Odin and Grandmaster and actor Thor and Vostok.
Hello, my name is Dan and I'm playing Scourge, Topaz, Core, Asgardian woman / citizen / man, college girl 1, and also college girl 2.
Okay, I'm Anna, and I'm playing Thor, the soothing voice, and actor Odin.
Hi, I'm Sho. I'm playing Bruce, Hulk, actor Sith, lead Scrapper, and the Quinjet.
Hi, I'm Shelby. I'm playing Hela, goddess of death and lesbians, and Stanley.
Hi, I'm Blitz. I'll be playing Heimdall and Doctor Strange.
I'm Ruby and I'm playing Valkyrie and Serta and Warden and Hogan and Natasha Romanoff.
I'm Aiden and I am reading stage directions.
Let's go.
Go!
Let's go! Okay. The Marvel logo, smouldering, beginning to turn orange in the heat as we tilt up to see fire. Nothing but fire in a tight space. The soft red light of fire sweeps through the iron slats. Inside this cage is a man bound by chains. It's Thor. His beard is long and his clothes are worn. He awakens with a jolt.
Now I know what you're thinking. Oh no, Thor's in a cage! How did this happen? Well, sometimes you just have to get captured just to get a straight answer out of somebody. It's a long story, but basically, I'm a bit of a hero. See, spent some time on Earth, fought some robots, saved the planet a couple of times, then went searching for some cosmos for some strange magic, colorful infinity stones things. Didn't find any. That's when I came across the path of death and destruction, which led me all the way into this cage, where I met you.
Reveal that he's talking to a weird alien skeleton in chains.
How much longer do you think we'll be here?
Noise, sound of metal gears turning. Suddenly the bottom drops out. Thor plummets until shlink. Chains clink and abruptly halt his descent. Thor dangles 6 feet off the ground. Pull back to reveal we're in a cavernous space. The walls, floor and ceiling are molten rock, which has creepy glimmers of fire within it. Stationed in the center is a volcanic rock throne, and sitting in that throne is a charred demonic skeleton.
Soto?
What? Oh my gosh. Oh, Thor, son of Odin.
Thor's chains turn to reveal Surtur on his throne, 18 feet tall, flesh made of fire and demonic spiked horns on his skull.
Surtur, son of a bitch, you're still alive! I thought my father killed you, like 500,000 years ago.
I cannot die.
Not until I fulfill my destiny and lay waste to your home.
You know, it's funny you should mention that because I've been having these terrible dreams of late. Asgard up in flames, falling to ruins, and you, Surtur, at the center of it all of them.
Then you have seen Ragnarok, the fall of Asgard, the great prophecy.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, hold on.
Reveal that Thor's chain is turning very slowly.
Oh, hold on. I'll be back around. Do.
After a beat, Thor rotates around to face Surtur.
Okay, so Ragnarok. Tell me about that. Walk me through it.
My time has come. When my crown is reunited with the eternal flame, I shall be restored to my full might. I will tower over the mountains and bury my sword deep in Asgard's.
Oh, wait, hang on. Give it a second.
Once again, Thor is turning very slowly.
I swear, I'm not even moving. It's just doing this on its own. I'm really sorry.
Thor turns back to facing Surtur.
Okay, let me get this straight. You're going to put your crown into the eternal flame, and then you'll slowly grow as big as a house?
A mountain!
Ooh, the eternal flame that Odin keeps locked away on Asgard.
Surtur grins evil.
Odin is not on Asgard, and your absence has left the throne defenseless.
That elicits a concerned look from Thor.
Okay, so where is this crown?
This is my crown, the source of my power.
Surtur points at the V-shaped horns on his head.
Oh, that's a crown? I thought it was a big eyebrow.
It's a crown.
Anyway, it sounds like all I have to do to stop Ragnarok is rip that thing off your head.
But Ragnarok has already begun. You cannot stop it.
Surtur stands up and approaches Thor, dragging his sword. He grabs the chain above Thor's feet, holding it so he and Thor are face to face.
I am Asgard's doom, and so are you. All will suffer, all will burn.
That's intense. To be honest, seeing you go really big and set fire to a planet would be quite the spectacle. But it looks like I'm going to have to go with the option B, where I bust out these chains, knock that tiara off your head, and stash it away in Asgard's vault.
You cannot stop Ragnarok. Why fight it?
Behind his back, Thor opens his hand, sending out the SOS.
Because that's what heroes do.
Nothing happens. Thor appears annoyed at himself.
Wait, sorry, I didn't get that right. And now.
Boom. Thor's hammer. Oh, God knows what that is. Mjolnir, I think, maybe.
You got it.
Mjolnir crashes through the wall. Thor breaks free from his chains, grabs Mjolnir, spins, and flies a distance away. He flings Mjolnir back at Surtur, smashing the giant in the face. Mjolnir returns.
My face. You have made a grave mistake, Odin's son.
I make grave mistakes all the time.
The walls come alive! A seemingly infinite swarm of fire demons rally to Surtur's aid.
Everything seems to work out.
The fire demons surge forward. Thor backs up, hammering away. Then he leans back, springboards off the wall, and lands hard, slamming Mjolnir down. The resulting shockwave knocks back the legions of fire demons. In the shadows, a massive fire dragon roars, straining against a chain leash. Thor is now facing off with Surtur. Surtur thrusts his hands at Thor, generating a humongous projectile wall of fire. Thor spins Mjolnir so fast that it creates a kind of shield. The god of thunder and the fire giant engage in a ferocious hand-to-hand combat, sending sparks of both fire and electricity into the air. Then Thor launches high into the air and summons a huge lightning bolt Descending hard, he uses all of his power to lop Surta's head off his body. Surta's body deflates and collapses into his crowned skull. Thor straps it into his back. He turns to find an army of fire demons regrouping as reinforcements flood in, filling the space to capacity. Recognizing the threat, Thor thrusts Mjolnir above his head.
Heimdall, I know it's been a while, but I could use a fast exit.
Nothing. Thor just stands there as the fire demons advance.
Heimdall?
We look at the observatory. Heimdall is nowhere to be found, except we meet Scourge. He's bald, strong, mean-looking, but a little eager to be liked. At the moment, Scourge is entertaining two Asgardian women.
You're also the Asgardian woman.
Heimdall was an idiot. This job should have made him rich. Now the job ain't easy, but it does have its benefits. The Bifrost gives me access to everything in the 9 realms have to offer. I mean, it's all mine for the taking. Behold, my stuff.
Ooh. Scourge has drawn their attention to a pile of weapons and treasures he has stashed off to the side. He hefts up two M16 assault rifles, trying to play it cool.
I'm practically fond of these. I pulled them out of a place on Midgard called Texas. I even named them Des and Troy. You see, when you put them together, you get destroy. Oh.
Back to Surta's lair, having expected to be bifrosted out of there, Thor is overrun by the fire demons. The fire dragon breaks free of its chain. Realizing he's in trouble, Thor takes off, rocketing up out of the ground and lands on a craggy surface. Thor's cloak is on fire and he frantically pats out the flames from the fire demon's onslaught. He picks up Mjolnir, holds it once more. Nothing.
Heimdall, come on!
The ground shakes. Thor backs up as the earth gives way, and then the fearsome fire dragon bursts out the ground. The dragon opens its tremendous jaws for an ear-splitting roar with Thor holding it from crushing him, but Thor stuffs Mjolnir into its mouth and lets go thud. The hammer drops, pinning the beast down by its bottom jaw. It thrushes and growls, trying to break free.
Stay. I'm running short on options.
Back to the observatory, Scourge continues showing off to the ladies.
Show off.
Heimdall? Heimdall?
Behind Scourge as the Bifrost starts glowing, one of the women notices.
Scourge, is that like important or something?
Scourge turns as he notices angle on Heimdall's sword, which has been sloppily cast aside in another pile of stuff. Scourge hastily runs and grabs it.
You girls are in for a treat.
He notices that all around him the ground is crumbling like a field of sinkholes, giving way to more violent, snarling fire demons. Thor calls out for Mjolnir and takes off. The dragon screeches at its freedom. Thor is flying at the top speed, but that dragon is right on his heels. Thor looks back, genuinely nervous. The dragon is opening its jaw to swallow Thor whole when suddenly Bifrost opens. The portal surrounds Thor and engulfs the dragon's head in an instant. They're gone. Scourge has plunged Heimdall's sword into Bifrost. Boom! Thor explodes out of the portal along with the severed head of the dragon. Splat! Blood and guts rain down on Scourge and the two women, drenching them with green gore. The dragon's head slides slowly across the floor, coming to rest in front of the women who are frozen in shock. The women shriek and rush out of the observatory. Thor, meanwhile, is clean and staggering back to his feet. He looks up to Scourge, who is wiping dragon guts off himself.
Girls, well, look who decided to pop in. Thanks for scaring away my company and drenching my workplace in brains.
Who are you?
Don't you remember? I'm Scourge. Oh, well, we
Thor
found
doesn't remember.
we fought together on Valheim, you know?
Right. Where's Heimdall?
Oh, that traitor. No one knows. He's fugitive of the throne.
Traitor.
Yeah, you see, Odin charged Heimdall with negligence of duty. Don't know what that is, but he disappeared before the trial. Hard to catch a guy who can see everything in the universe.
Sure.
Hold on, I'm supposed to announce your arrival, mate.
Thor
Chill
spins
out.
up Mjolnir and takes off in a blur, ignoring him. Scourge starts the long run down the Rainbow Bridge. We pan over Asgard, seeing Thor soar through the cityscape to the Shining Palace, the center of Asgard. There's a small crowd making its way through a threshold over which stands a mountainous statue of Loki, arms outstretched in the savior pose.
What the hell is that?
Confused, Thor continues in, wading through a crowd. Loki falls into frame, gasping for breath, although it's not Loki. This is actor Loki, and we're watching a stage play. In the background, a single musician plays the haunting score from Thor the Dark World on a pan flute. Suddenly, actor Thor leans into shot, holding actor Loki.
Actor Thor.
Actor Loki's first.
Oh.
We didn't cast it.
Oh, no actor Loki's.
We don't have actor Loki?
It was earmarked. It was
Oops.
earmarked.
Oh no.
Oh no, you be actor Loki, go.
Of course.
Oh brother, yeah.
Oh, brother.
No, you're dying.
Oh, right. Oh, brother. This is it. Take my leave.
You fool! You didn't listen!
I'm sorry.
Lady Sif, get help!
Somebody help!
Sif awkwardly runs off. The Warriors Three watch sadly. The small choir joins in as the music builds to a crescendo. In the middle of the audience, we reveal Odin sitting upon a chaise lounge, sipping wine and thoroughly enjoying the show.
Sorry for all I've done.
It's alright. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I tried to rule Earth.
I'd be lucky to have you.
I'm sorry about that thing with the Tesseract. I just couldn't help myself.
I know.
I'm a trickster.
So mischievous. Oh, shit.
Sorry about that time I turned you into a frog.
It was a wonderful joke. Oh, shit. Twas indeed hilarious. You are the savior of Asgard.
Tell my story.
I will.
Build a statue for me.
We'll build a big statue for you.
With my helmet. With the big bendy horns.
I will tell father what you did here today.
Odin mouths actor Loki's final line along with him.
I didn't do it for him.
Actor Loki then dies.
No!
An older woman in the crowd grabs Thor's arm emotionally, not realizing who it is. Thor watches, incredulous. The brother freezes in a tableau as actor Odin steps forward.
And so Loki died of his wounds, giving his life for ours. He fought back those disgusting dark elves. He brought peace to the realms.
He takes a 4-year-old boy painted blue into his arms.
Loki, my boy, 'twas many moons ago I found you on the frost-bitten battlefield. On that day I did not yet see you as God's savior. No, you were merely but a blue little boy baby icicle that melted this old fool's heart.
The crowd erupts in rapturous applause. The players bow. Odin stands up, leading the crowd in a standing ovation.
Bravo! Bravo! Well done! Bravo!
Father?
Odin sees Thor in front of the crowd.
Oh shit! My son! Thor has returned! Greetings, my boy!
Odin goes through a weird internal transformation. His fluidity is replaced by a rigid and regal procedure. He bats away his maiden and turns to Thor, who moves closer.
It's an interesting play. What's it called?
The tragedy of Loki of Asgard. The people wanted to commemorate him.
And indeed they should. Like that statue. A lot better looking than he was when he was alive, though. A little less Weasley, less greasy, maybe.
Odin sours, masking his agitation. Thor holds up the skull.
Do you know what this is?
The skull of Surtur. That's a formidable weapon.
Do me a favor, lock this in the vault so it doesn't turn into a giant monster and destroy the whole planet.
Thor approaches a guard and hands it over.
So it's back to Midgard for you, is it?
He plays with a vine on his canopy, trying to act casual. Thor starts yo-yoing Mjolnir and turns back to Odin.
I've been having these reoccurring dreams lately. Every night I see the Asgard fall into ruins.
That's just a silly dream. Signs of an overactive imagination.
Possibly. But then I decide to go out there and investigate. And what do I find? But the 9 realms completely in chaos. Enemies of Asgard assembling, plotting our demise, and it all while you, Odin, the protector of those 9 realms, are sitting here in your bathrobe eating grapes.
Well, it is best to respect our neighbor's freedom.
Of course, and the freedom to be masked.
Yes. Besides, I have been rather busy myself.
Watching theatre.
Board meetings and security council meetings.
Are you really going to make me do it?
Do what?
Thor hurls it off into the distance, grabs Odin by the back of the neck.
You know nothing's going to stop Mjolnir as it returns to my hand.
Mjolnir stops midair and starts rocketing back.
Not even your face.
You've gone quite mad. You'll be executed for this.
Mjolnir approaches at a terrifying speed as Odin struggles.
Then I'll see you on the other side, brother.
All right, I yield.
The jig is up. A shimmering illusion dissipates. Thor drops Loki to the ground and catches Mjolnir. Loki turns to Thor sheepishly. Scourge arrives on the scene a little late.
Behold, Thor. Odin's son, Odin's son, Thor, Odin's son.
Oh no, you had one job. Just the one.
Where's Odin?
You just couldn't stay away, could you? Everything was fine without you. Asgard was prospering. You ruined everything. Ask them.
Thor advances on Loki, who backs up on the chaise lounge.
Where's father? Did you kill him?
You had what you wanted. You had the independence you asked for.
Loki falls and Thor presses Mjolnir onto his chest, pinning him tight.
Oh, right, I know exactly where he is.
Shady Acres Nursing Home, Manhattan, a nursing home sign on a broken brick wall. Diggers moving in the background reveal Thor and Loki wearing street clothes. Thor carries an umbrella. Loki is dressed in a weird avant-garde suit.
I swear, I left him right here.
Right here on the sidewalk or right there where the building that's being demolished? Great planning.
How was I supposed to know? Can't see into the future. I'm not a witch.
No? Why do you dress like one?
Hey.
I can't believe you're alive. I saw you die. I mourned you. I cried for you.
I'm honored.
Ask him. Hi, would you like to take a photo with us?
Sure. Stop figuring out where he is.
Oh my god. Sorry to hear that, like, Jane dumped your ass or whatever.
And dump me, you know. I dumped her. It was a mutual dumping.
Thor notices something going on around Loki.
What is this? What are you doing?
Loki looks down to see that the sidewalk has started to glow beneath him, a circle of ancient symbols.
This isn't me.
Woomph! Loki drops out of sight, vanishing through solid concrete. Thor sees a card on the sidewalk where Loki was. Thor pokes the business card.
Loki?
He picks up the card. It reads 177A Bleecker Street. Thor picks up the card. Thor approaches 177A Bleecker Street. He knocks once, twice, and then whoosh. Into the Sanctum Sanctorium upstairs parlour. Thor is suddenly inside Doctor Strange's lair.
Thor Odinson.
From a dark corner we glimpse a shape. Doctor Strange. Levitating, he drifts towards Thor.
God of Thunder.
Thor holds up a ratty umbrella, trying to defend itself.
You can put down the umbrella.
Thor gives Strange a sideways look but sets the umbrella down. When he looks back up, the environment is finished.
So, Earth has wizards now.
Proceeds to knock everything off an old mystic artifact.
The preferred term is Master of the Mystic Arts. You can leave that now.
Alright, wizard. Who are you? Why should I care?
My name is Dr. Stephen Strange, and I have some questions for you. Take a seat.
Thor and Strange are now sitting in high-backed chairs.
Tea?
Thor now has a cup of tea in his hand.
I don't drink tea.
What do you drink?
Not tea.
Thor now has a stain of beer in his hand. He drinks it throughout the scene, but it always stays full.
So, I keep a watch list of individuals and beings from other realms that may be a threat to this world. Your adopted brother Loki is one of those beings.
He's a worthy inclusion.
Then why bring him here?
We're looking for my father.
So, if I were to tell you where Odin was, all parties concerned would promptly return to Asgard?
Promptly.
Great, then I'll help you.
If you knew where he was, why didn't you call me?
I have to tell you, he was adamant that he not be disturbed. Your father said he had chosen to remain in exile. And you don't have a phone.
No, I don't have a phone, but you could have sent an electronic letter. It's called an email.
Yeah, do you have a computer?
No, what for?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, my father is no longer in exile, so if you could tell me where he is, I can take him home.
Gladly. He's in Norway.
Strange stands up and suddenly they are standing by a bookcase. Beer slops onto the floor. Strange takes down an ancient book, flips through it.
I'm just seeing whether this incantation requires any Asgardian modifications.
Thor reaches out to the bookcase to steady himself.
Nope.
Suddenly they are both across the room at Strange's workstation. Because Thor was touching the bookcase, he has magically brought it across the room as well.
Oh, we don't need that.
Suddenly Thor is back across the room, books fall off the shelf and Thor's beer spills once again. He is queasy and uneasy from the teleporting.
Will you stop doing that?
Can I just need one strand of your hair.
Let me explain something. My hair is not to be meddled with.
Strange is magically behind Thor and plucks a strand of hair. Strange extends the hair, infuses it with magic, does a few gestures that create a bright light, and suddenly we're at the front staircase of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Strange is standing, Thor is rolling down the stairs. A magic portal leading to a peaceful meadow has opened beside Strange.
We could have just walked.
He's waiting for you.
All right.
Relating to the portal.
Yes.
Don't forget your umbrella.
Yes.
Thor extends his arm and holds out his hand. Crashing noises are heard. Lots of crashing noises.
Sorry.
Finally, the umbrella flies into his hand.
I suppose I'll need my brother back.
Oh, yeah, right.
Suddenly, we hear screaming. From above, Loki drops out of a portal. He lands hard on the floor, confused.
I have been falling for 30 minutes.
You can handle him from here.
Yeah, of course. Thank you very much for your help.
Good luck.
Handle me. Who are you?
Loki.
Loki draws a dagger ready to attack Strange.
You think you're some kind of sorcerer? Don't think for 1 minute, you second rate.
Bye-bye.
Strange gestures with both hands and whoosh, pulls the magic portal over to them. Just like that, Thor and Loki are gone. Standing in a beautiful, undisturbed cliff top, Loki lands on the ground, portal closes behind them. A lone figure stands at the other side of the meadow and the cliff's edge, waves crashing below. It is Odin. He's dressed plainly in humble human clothes. The boys approach him.
Father.
Look at this place. It's beautiful.
Father, it's us.
My sons, I've been waiting for you.
Loki is surprised to hear Odin call him his son.
Look. Oh.
Thor?
Oh God, I didn't highlight. I know. We've come to take you home.
Home. Yes. Your mother, she calls me. Do you hear it?
Thor fires a look at Loki, who holds his hands up in defense.
Loki, lift your magic.
Odin turns to Loki, who stiffens, but Odin smiles.
Took me a while to break you free from your spell. Frigga would have been proud.
Loki is moved by this gesture. He looks over to see Thor staring at him, anger building. Odin puts a hand on Thor's shoulder, calming him.
Come and sit with me. I don't have much time.
Odin sits out of breath, weak. His son sits behind him.
I know that we failed you, but we can make this right.
I failed you. It is upon us. Ragnarok.
No, I've stopped Ragnarok. I put an end to Surtur.
No. It has already begun. She's coming. My life was all that held her back, but my time has come. I cannot keep her away any longer.
Father, what are you talking about?
The goddess of death, Hela, my firstborn, your sister.
That hits Thor hard. Loki can't believe what he's hearing.
What?
Her violent appetites grew beyond my control. I couldn't stop her, so I imprisoned her. Locked her away. She draws her strength from Asgard, and once she gets there, her powers will be limitless.
Whatever she is, we can stop her. We can face her together.
No, we won't. I'm on a different path now, and you must face alone. I love you, my sons.
For the briefest of instances, father and son share a quiet moment together. Tears well in Thor's eyes. Ethereal sun rays stream down from the ocean.
Look at that. Remember this place. Home.
A warm glow washes over Thor's face and returns to see Odin is dissipating into stardust. Into the sunset, the All-Father has died. A moment as the brothers separately mourn for Odin. The sky above darkens and the wind picks up. Thor stands and turns towards Loki, his eyes burning with rage. Loki takes a step back.
Brother,
Thor faces Loki. Electricity crackles at Thor's hands.
This was your doing.
The intensity is broken. Crack! Behind them, a black portal splits open. Thor slams down his umbrella, transforming into his Asgardian armor with Mjolnir. Loki changes into his armor as well. Gracefully walking out, we see Hela, the goddess of death. Clothes ragged from age, her eyes stare steady on the brothers.
So he's gone. That's a shame. Would have liked to seen that.
You must be Hela. I'm Thor, son of Odin.
Really? Don't look like him.
perhaps we can reach an arrangement.
You sound like him.
Loki shifts nervously. Thor's grip tightens on Mjolnir.
Neil.
Beg your pardon?
Hela manifests a pitch black blade.
Kneel before your queen.
I don't think so.
Thor winds up and hurls Mjolnir at Hela. Thud, the mighty hammer comes to a cold stop against Hela's hand. She's toying. He stretches out his hand trying to call Mjolnir back to him. The hammer trembles in Hela's hand like a mini game of tug-of-war, but ultimately Hela keeps possession.
It's not possible.
Darling, you have no idea what's possible.
Hela shatters Thor's hammer. The blast of Mjolnir's destruction sends a wave of energy through Thor and Loki, who brace themselves against the impact. Thor is stupefied. In shock, he looks up to see Hela is running her hands back over her head to create the terrifying battle headdress. Loki's reaction is more panic. He stands and calls up.
Bring us back!
No!
Hela charges Thor and Loki as whoosh, the Bifrost envelops all of them. Thor and Loki zoom upwards, held inside this celestial beam, warping them towards Asgard. Loki and Thor look down to see. Hela is in the Bifrost and catching up. Loki turns and throws a dagger at her. She merely catches them and throws them back without missing a beat. They find their mark, knocking him out of the Bifrost.
Loki!
Hela moves to Thor next. A small tussle gives Hela the chance to grab Thor by the throat and hold him to the edge of the Bifrost. Before hitting a mark, Thor pulls up his legs and kicks Hela with both feet. This effectively dislodges him from her grasp, but also knocks Thor out of the Bifrost. Now both he and Loki are gone. If they aren't dead, then God knows where they are. Hela walks through the observatory, clothes repaired by the influx of Asgardian energy. Volstagg has a grip on Heimdall's sword, manning Bifrost's controls. Behind him, Fandral is overseeing Scourge, who is mopping up the dragon guts. Fandral and Volstagg draw their weapons, preparing to engage.
Who are you? What have you done with Thor?
Hela fires two black daggers, each one dropping its targets to the ground.
I'm Hela.
Brutally kills Fandral and Volstagg. Hela sees Scourge, approaches calmly, a vision of death. With Hela only a few feet away from him, Scourge cowers. Pause.
I'm just a janitor.
You look like a smart boy with good survival instincts. How would you like a job?
Hela looks out upon Asgard as Scourge rises behind her. Hela stares upon her city and begins a deadly descent towards the city. Travelling through the stars, a sky full of wormholes, Thor, only a speck at the distance, shoots out, hurtling towards the surface. He hits the surface, causing a cloud of dust. Looking up, Thor sees a large metal object falling from a different wormhole. He rolls out of the way. Thud. Thor runs up to the dune to get away from the shower of debris. At the top he looks upon a wasteland of strange colourful space wreckage, and across the ocean he notices a nightmare wormhole, a giant open cylinder of whirling smoke and lightning storms. A loud noise draws Thor's attention to a huge rectangular scrapper ship moving in front of Thor's path. Various scrappers emerge from the ship, all wearing garbs, obviously gathered from the trash.
Are you a fighter or are you food?
I'm just passing through.
It is food, on your knees.
Thor reaches out to summon Mjolnir, a reflex. Nothing. The lead scrapper levels a rifle at Thor and whap! Thor grabs them and sends them flying. His poor cape is ripped. More scrappers attack, throwing nets and firing more projectiles. Thor is stunned to the ground by the electro net. The rest of the scrappers move in with iron bats and clubs. Whoosh! The second ship arrives, landing nearby. It's cool and sleek and dangerous, deserving of its name, Warsong. The front of the ship flips open and a gangplank extends down to the ground. The scrappers stop and stare as we track into a hero's reveal of Scrapper number 142. A beautiful and ruthless ass-kicker. S-142, for short, lifts a half-empty bottle to her lips and chugs it. She finishes the bottle and smashes it on the side of her ship.
He's mine.
She walks down to the gangplank before veering off course and falling straight off into a pile of trash. She is plastered. The scrappers shrug and start hauling Thor away.
Wait!
S-142 staggers to her feet, takes a deep breath. She holds onto a piece of junk as support, some dead beast. Thor continues to struggle with his captors, tangled in nets.
Wait! He's mine. So if you want him, you can go through me.
The scrappers start brandishing their weapons.
But we already have him.
Alright then, I guess I go through you.
More food.
S-142 clangs her metal gauntlets together, which activate. She holds out her fists as she's operating machinery. Warsong whirs into life. S-142 clenches her fists, and we hear a horrible screeching noise as it opens fire. She sweeps her arms out into an arc, the spray of gunfire lasting 3 seconds. She bangs her fists again, sending the ship into idle mode. The scrappers are now little more than tiny pieces of litter covering the beach. Thor is fixated on this beautiful murderer approaching. One final huge scrapper comes at her with a bat. S-142 casually grabs this scrapper and hurls him into the air behind her.
Thank you.
From her belt, S-142 flicks a small glowing disc which lodges into Thor's neck. She holds up a fob device and presses the button. The disc blinks and Thor is filled with the pain of 1,000 screaming squirrels. He hits the ground stunned. S-142 drags Thor towards her ship effortlessly. Thor's face smushed up against glass. His eyes are open. Thor is lying in some sort of glass holding cell beneath Warsong's cockpit. He looks up to see S-142 piloting the ship.
This is Scrapper 142. I need clearance and an audience with the boss. I've got something special.
Hey! Where are you taking me? Answer me! Hey! I am Thor, son of Odin. I need to get back to Asgard.
Many apologies, Your Majesty.
S-142 zaps him and guides his ship towards a colossal tower, the center pointing in electricity composited with salvaged items from all over the universe. 5 champion faces are displayed with a 6th one in construction. On the outskirts of Asgard, Hela, headdress retracted, hair down, her beautiful face fully visible.
It's come to my attention that you don't know who I am.
Reveal the armies of Asgard facing down Hela.
I am Hela, Odin's firstborn, commander of the legions of Asgard, the rightful heir to the throne, and the goddess of death.
Pause for effect.
My father is dead, as are the princes. You're welcome. We were once the seat of absolute power in the cosmos. Our supremacy was unchallenged. Yet Odin stopped at 9 realms. Our destiny is to rule over all others, and I am here to restore that power. Kneel before me and rise to the ranks of my great conquest.
Whoever you are, whatever you've done, surrender now, or we shall show you no mercy.
What I am? Did you listen to a word I said?
This is your last warning.
I thought you'd be happy to see me.
Hela forms her headdress.
Fine.
The guards advance, she destroys the ships and soars into the fray. In a symphony of spectacular terror, Hela proceeds to decimate the entire regiment. Tornado of carnage, a legendary massacre. The dead lay at her feet. Scourge looks on in awe, admiration, fear.
Oh, I've missed this. Still, it's a shame. Good soldiers dying for nothing. All because they couldn't see the future. Sad. Oh, look, still alive.
Reveal Hogan, severely injured but staggering to his feet, resilient.
Change of heart?
Go back to whatever cave you crept out of, you evil demoness.
Hela impales Hogan on a spike. She turns to Scourge.
Let's go see my palace.
Scourge stares at Hogan before following Hela towards the palace. Down below, we tilt up from a boat, moored at the base of the observatory, to see a mysterious figure now scaling the rocks towards the Bifrost. Heavy footsteps echo from the days as the figure moves towards Heimdall's sword, pulling it from the controls and sealing the Bifrost. Thor, strapped to the chair, suddenly finds himself slowly moving forward.
Fear not, for you are found. You are at home, and there is no going back. No one leaves this place.
Thor struggles against his restraints.
But what is this place? The answer is Sakaar.
The tunnel walls show images of Sakaar's place in the cosmos.
Surrounded by cosmic gateways, Sakaar lives on the edge of the known and the unknown. It is the collection point for all lost and unloved things. Like you. But here on Sakaar, you are significant. You are valued. Here, you are loved. What the hell? And no one loves you more than the Grand Master.
Images of the Grand Master in silhouette arriving on Sakaar.
He is the original, the first lost and the first found. He is the creator of Sakaar and the father of the contest of champions.
Images of the arena where aliens battle to the death.
Where once you were nothing, now you are something. You are property of the Grand Master. Congratulations! You will be meeting the Grand Master in 5 seconds.
Images around the tunnel begin speeding up. Chaos, violence, and confusion mixed with the Grandmaster's face. Thor, already bewildered, looks on the verge of panic.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. You are now meeting the Grand Master.
Suddenly, Thor is somewhere else, surrounded weirdos and insanely dressed palace guards. The Grand Master is a tall, mysterious man in golden robes. He's curious, thrilled, revolted, and titillated. Pulling back, we see Topaz, his trusty guard at his side. Other strange guests can be seen in the background. Grandmaster just stares.
He's wonderful. Is it a he?
S142 stands beside Grandmaster.
It's a he.
Yeah, I love it when you come to visit 142. You bring me the best stuff. Whenever we get to talking, Topaz, about Scrapper 142. What do I always say? She is the and it starts with a B.
Trash.
What? No, not trash. Were you just waiting to call her that? That doesn't start with a B.
Booze hag.
I'm so sorry. No, best. I was thinking about best. Because I always say you're the best. She brought me my precious beloved champion, you know.
You say that every time she's here.
What have you brought today? Tell me.
A contender.
What?
I need to go closer. I want a closer look at this. Can you take us closer? Thank you.
Grandmaster advances on Thor, examining him closely and strangely.
Hey, this lady.
Wait a damn minute. I'm not for sale.
Using all of his might, Thor breaks out of his shackles, but S-142 zaps him again, paralyzed by superheated veins.
Man, he is a fighter.
I'll take 10 million.
Tell her she's dreaming.
For heaven's sake, transfer the units.
Topaz transfers S-142 the units.
Ka-ching.
With a caress to the Grandmaster's cheek, S-142 exits.
Don't pay for this.
Here's what I want to know. Who are you?
I am the god of thunder.
Thor thrusts his arms into the air, but only a tiny bit of static electricity pops within Thor's hands.
Wow. I didn't hear any thunder, but out of your fingers, was that like sparkles?
We located your cousin.
Ooh, good. Yeah, come on. I think you're gonna like this.
Grandmaster moves Thor's chairs to another section where Cousin Carlo is waiting. He's strapped to the chair like Thor, and he is terrified.
There he is. Hey, cuz, we almost couldn't find you. What, have you been hiding?
Cousin Carlo looks at Thor, cowering in fear. Carlo only further weeps.
So...
I'm sorry.
Carla, I pardon you.
Thank you.
You're officially pardoned. From life.
Grandmaster jabs the melting stick into his cousin's midsection, causing all of his flesh to melt off his skeleton. Oh my god! Liquid Carlo spreads towards the Grandmaster.
I'm stepping in it. Oh, I'm stepping in it. Look out.
Repulsed.
Oh, the smell.
What does it smell like?
Burnt toast.
What happened to my manners? I haven't properly introduced myself. Come on, follow me.
Grandmaster and Thor arrive at a space where a group of musicians play strange instruments. Grandmaster joins them, still speaking to Thor.
My name is Grandmaster. I preside over a little Harlequinade, I don't know, called the Contest of Champions. People come from far and wide to unwillingly participate in it. And you, my friend, might just be part of the new cast. What do you say to that?
We're not friends and I don't give a shit about your games. I'm going back to Asgard.
Asgard? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know.
Grandmaster really gets into his playing. Grandmaster's guards and VIP guests start moving to the music. Thor takes a moment to look around this bizarre spectacle unfolding around him. In doing so, he zeroes in on one particular group of VIP, specifically Loki. He's lounging and dressed in high-class Sicarian garb.
There was a wormhole in space and time beneath me. At that moment, I let go.
Loki! Over here!
Loki notices Thor, smile falls instantly. He slides closer to speak to Thor without looking like he's speaking to Thor.
Excuse me 1 second.
Loki hustles over to Thor, shushing him.
What? You're alive?
Yes, of course I'm alive.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean, what am I doing here? I'm stuck in a stupid chair. Where's your stupid chair?
I didn't get a chair.
Get me out of this one.
I can't.
Get me out.
I can't.
What?
I've made friends with this man. He's called the Grand Master.
Oh, he's crazy.
I've gained his favor. The Bifrost brought me out here weeks ago.
Weeks ago, I just got here.
What are you whispering about?
Both Thor and Loki react, startled. Grandmaster is right next to them.
Time works real different around these parts. On any other world, I would be like millions of years old. But here on Sakaar...
Grandmaster just smiles, then turns to Loki and winks. Poorly. A truly uncomfortable tension.
In any case, you know this. You call yourself Lord of Thunder?
God of Thunder. Tell him.
I've never met this man in my life.
He's my brother.
Adopted.
Is he any kind of fighter?
You take this thing out of my neck and I'll show you.
Now listen to that. He's threatening me. Hey, Sparkles, here's the deal. If you want to get back to the Asberg,
God.
Any contender who defeats my champion, their freedom they shall win.
Fine, then put me in the direction of whose ever ass I have to kick.
That's what I call contender. Direction would be this way, Lord.
Loki! Huh. They got mixed up a bit. It's the stage direction. Go away.
Thor shoved Asper's into a spacious cell where other alien prisoners are lurking in the back. The fixed cell door slams shut. Thor gets up and immediately begins throwing his fist into the door. The door doesn't budge, not even a little.
Hey, take it easy, man. Thor.
Thor looks back.
Over here, the big pile of rocks waving at you. Yeah, I'm actually a thing. I'm a being. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Korg. I'm kind of the leader here. I'm made of rocks, as you can see. But you don't let that intimidate you. You don't need to be afraid unless you're made of scissors. Just a little rock, paper, scissors trick for you. This is my good friend over here, Meek. He's an insect with knife hands.
Meek, a slug alien inside a robot exoskeleton, says hello by doing some little karate moves.
You're a Cronin, aren't you?
Yeah, about that.
What did you do?
About that, I can't find the lines, actually. Hold on, give me a moment. There I am.
How'd you end up in here?
Well, I tried to start a revolution, but I didn't print enough pamphlets, so hardly anyone turned up, except my mum and her boyfriend, who I hate. As punishment, I was forced to be in here and become a gladiator. Bit of a promotional disaster. But I'm actually organising another revolution. I don't know if you would be interested in something like that. Do you reckon you would be interested in something like that?
Thor tries to run ahead down the circle and loops back around behind Korg.
How did you?
Yeah, no. This whole thing is a circle, but not like a real circle, more like a freaky circle.
This doesn't make any sense.
No, nothing makes sense here. The only thing that does make sense is that nothing makes sense.
Has anyone fought the Grandmaster's champion?
Oh, Doug has. Doug.
Realizes?
Oh, Doug's dead. That's right. Everyone who fights the Grandmaster's champion perishes.
Well, what about you? You're made of rocks.
Oh, perishable rocks.
Pebble falls off.
There you go. There goes another one. Yeah, no, I just do like the smaller fights, warm up the crowd and whatnot. Wait, you're not going to face him, are you?
Yes, I am. I'm going to fight him, win, and get the hell out of this place.
That's exactly what Doug used to say. See you later, new Doug.
Moving down the throne room corridor, we see several dead guards, revealing Hela and Scourge looking down at the carnage. Hela directs her attention to frescoes on the ceiling. like the Sistine Chapel, except these depict Asgard's shining influence on the Nine Realms, bountiful harvests, shepherds with full flocks, common folk throwing parades for Asgard's army, etc., etc.
Does no one remember me? Has no one been taught our history? Look at these lies. Goblets and garden parties, peace treaties. Odin, proud to have it, ashamed of how we got it.
Hela fire sparks into the ceiling, ripping down plaster. Beneath the surface are older frescoes. These ones are far more dark and sinister. Soldiers in battle, blood, a giant war-wolf, young Odin and young Hela, slaves building the palace.
We were unstoppable. I was this weapon in the conquest to build Asgard's empire. One by one, the realms became ours.
Scourge is at least somewhat disturbed by this. Hela turns from the mules to address Scourge.
But then, simply because my ambition outgrew his, he banished me, caged me, locked me away like an animal. Before that, Asgard's warriors were honored. Their bodies buried like heroes beneath this very place. Hela's place.
Hela enters Odin's vault and descends the stairs towards the magical items.
Odin's treasures and other treasures.
Fake.
Hela knocks the Infinity Gauntlet off its pedestal.
Most of the stuff in here is fake.
Next, the Casket of Ancient Winter.
Or weak.
Next, Sirta's Skull.
Smaller than I thought it'd be.
Next, the Tesseract. She hesitates.
That's not bad. But this, the Eternal Flame.
The Eternal Flame flickers in its half. Hela guides her hand through the Eternal Flame. She pulls her hand out now, cupping the fire like a torch. Hela manifests a huge claw hammer and smashes through the floor, creating a gaping chasm. She looks at Scourge.
Want to see what true power looks like?
With her hand aflame, Hela jumps down into the chasm. Hela lands like a badass, obviously. Dust settles. The light of Hela's hand torch reveals a stone crypt, an ornate burial place for the heroes of old Asgard. We can see countless rotted skeletons in badass ancient Asgardian armor. Hela's regiment. Among them, a massive wolf skeleton, terrifying and monstrous, colossal.
Venice, my darling, what have they done to you? With the Eternal Flame, you are reborn!
She slams the flame to the ground, now green. The fire spreads out, covering Fenris and Hela's old army. They shudder to life.
I've missed you. I've missed you all.
Thor, still in the gladiator cells, sits facing the wall, quietly praying.
Ooh, Odin, I bid you take the place of halls of Valhalla, where the brave shall live forever, nor shall we mourn but rejoice. For those that have died, the glorious
death.
Reveal Loki standing across the cell. Thor gives him a hard look.
It hurts, doesn't it? Being lied to. Being told you're one thing and then learning it's all a fiction.
Thor picks up some stones that have fallen from Korg's legs and casually starts throwing them through Loki's illusion.
You didn't think I'd really come and see you, did you? This place is disgusting.
Thor throws another stone through Loki.
Does this mean you don't want my help? Look, I couldn't jeopardize my position with the Grand Master. It took me time to win his trust. He's a lunatic, but he can be amenable. What I'm telling you is, you could join me at the Grand Master's side.
Thor throws another stone through Loki, bored.
Perhaps in time, an accident befalls the Grand Master, and then you and me.
Thor throws another stone through Loki, bored.
You're not seriously thinking of going back, are you? Our sister destroyed your hammer like a piece of glass. She's stronger than both of us. She's stronger than you. You don't stand a chance. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Thor just scowls.
Fine. I guess I'll just have to go it alone. Like I've always done. Would you say something? Sorry.
Now out of stones, Thor looks around the floor for some more.
Say something.
Thor finally looks right at Loki.
What do you like me to say? You faked your own death, you stole the throne, stripped Odin of his powers, stranded him on Earth to die, releasing the gods of death. Have I said enough? Or would you like to go further back than the past 2 days?
Loki's eyes burn. He tries to compose himself.
You know, I haven't seen this beloved champion he talks of, but I've heard he's astonishingly savage. I place a large wager against you tomorrow. Don't let me down.
Loki shimmers and his illusion vanishes. Korg runs in to try and kick him.
Piss off, ghost! Oh, he's freaking gone.
Thor, Korg and a gaggle of other prisoners or fighters or both have been left to their cells to a pre-fight holding area. Korg and Thor are holding by the weapons rack.
Yuck! There's still someone's hair all over this and blood all over this. Guys, can you clean up your weapons once you're finished with your fight? Disgusting slobs. Hey, Thor, want a big wooden fork?
No.
Yeah, not really useful unless you're fighting off 3 vampires huddled very closely together.
I really wish I had my hammer.
Hammer?
Quite unique. It was made from the special metal from the heart of a dying star. And when I spun it really, really fast, it gave me the ability to fly.
You rode a hammer?
No, I didn't ride the hammer.
The hammer rode you on your back.
No, I used to spin it really fast and the hammer would pull me off the...
Oh my god, the hammer pulled you off
the ground. It would pull me off the ground up into the air. I would fly. Every time I threw it, it would always come back to me.
Sounds like you had a pretty special and intimate relationship with this hammer, and that losing it was almost comparable to losing a loved one.
That's a nice way of putting it.
Thor spots S142 dealing at the bar.
I said they're mine.
See her? That's the one that put me in here.
Yeah, Scrapper 142. Gotta watch out for those Asgardians, man. They are hard to perish.
Asgardians?
Thor breaks away from the line and runs to S142.
Hey! Hey!
S142 holds up the fob.
Do not zap me with that thing. I just want to talk. Asgard is in danger.
Thor then notices a series of patterned scars on her forearms. It's a moment of recognition and disbelief.
Oh my god, you're a Valkyrie! I used to want to be a Valkyrie when I was younger, until I found out that you were all women. There's nothing wrong with women, of course. I love women. Sometimes a little bit too much. Not in a creepy way, just more of a respectful appreciation. I think it's great that there's an elite force of women warriors. It's about time.
Are you done?
Lord of Thunder, you're up.
Please, help me. I need your help.
Bye.
Fine, then you must be a traitor or a coward because the Valkyrie are sworn to protect the throne.
S142 finally turns her attention to Thor, intense.
Listen closely, Your Majesty. This is Sakaar, not Asgard, and I'm a scrapper, not a Valkyrie.
Guards swarm Thor, dragging him back. The disciplinary disc is activated once again.
Bring him in for processing. And no one escapes this place. So you're gonna die anyway.
Despite her denial, Thor has clearly hit a nerve. And from now we will refer to Scrapper 142 as Valkyrie, because it makes more sense that way. Valkyrie takes her booze and walks away. Thor is dragged away for processing. Strapped to a chair, we see a weird alien barber. Here's our Stanley cameo, everyone. And he's holding up some rusty shears.
Now don't move. My hands aren't as steady as they used to be.
By Odin's spear, you shall not cut my hair, lest you feel the wrath of the mighty Thor.
The barber activates a menacing cutting tool.
Please, kind sir, please do not cut my hair. No, no!
Hundreds of thousands of spectators packed into the stadium seats. Dozens of starships are parked above the arena, one being Warsong. Valkyrie sits on the deck, popping bottles. A VIP box attached to the fighting area. Loki lounges in the suite, taking wages of the fight card. Grandmaster walks out into the center of the arena. Suddenly, the Grandmaster grows to 60 feet tall. This enlarged projection of the Grandmaster addresses the audience.
Wow, look at all of you. What a show. What a night. Who's having fun? Please, I'm your host. Big round of applause for all of our undercard competitors who died so gruesomely. Good sports. What a show. What a night. This is what you've come for, and so have I. And now, without further ado, it's the main event time. Making his first appearance, though he looks quite promising, got a couple of tricks up his sleeve, I'll say no more. See what you think, ladies and gentlemen? I give to you Lord of Thunder!
Enter Thor, Gladiator Thor, shaved head, trimmed beard, minimalist armor, covered in weapons. 2 swords on his back, giant mace in one hand, spike shield in the other. Boos ring out.
Oh. Watch out for his fingers. They make sparks. Okay, this is it. Let's get ready to welcome this guy. Here he comes. He is a creature. What can we say about him? Wow, he is unique. There's none like him. I feel a special connection with him.
Thor puts on his helmet, a badass gladiator variation of his classic winged helm. Thor is ready to rumble, a slow tension building grind as he sees a door across the arena, bigger and better. The entire crowd is on its feet, palpable anticipation. The spotlights change to bright stadium lights.
He's undefeated. He's the reigning. He's the defending. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your incredible...
Kaboom! Exploding through the door is the champion, the Incredible Hulk. He wears an armored shoulder guard and a Spartan helmet. He carries a warhammer in one hand and a battle axe in the other.
Hulk!
Yeah, oh, I don't say anything to mind.
Yes!
All cheers stop in the VIP box. Loki goes ghost white. Traumatic memories of being Hulk smashed flood his brain. Gone is all his joy.
I have to get off this planet.
Loki tries to exit, but the Grandmaster stops him.
Hey, where are you going?
Grandmaster plops Loki down in the front row, right against the glass. Loki casually tries to hide his face in his hands. In the arena, Hulk pounds his chest and roars, further energizing an already frenzied crowd. Meanwhile, the sight of Hulk makes Thor's face light up like a Christmas tree.
Hey, we know each other from work. We know each other. He's a friend from work. Where have you been? Everyone thought you were dead. So much has happened since the last saw you. I lost my hammer like yesterday, so that's still pretty fresh. Loki's alive. Can you believe it? He's up there. Look, Loki, look who it is.
Loki is petrified.
Banner, I never thought I would say this, but I am happy to see you.
In the arena, Hulk is still eyeballing Thor while the capacity crowd chants insanely for Hulk, 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 Hulk.
Banner! Hey! Banner!
No banner, only Hulk.
What are you doing? It's me!
Hulk charges at Thor insanely fast. Thor dodges, barrel rolling out of the way, but then Hulk shatters his shield and sends Thor flying. Thor draws a sword and stabs into the ground to slow his momentum, draws the other sword and faces off against Hulk. Hulk lets out his signature roar to the Grandmaster's amusement.
Banner! We're friends! This is crazy! I don't want to hurt you!
They engage again. Hulk kicks Thor, sending him slamming into the wall.
Here we go! Here we go!
With Hulk charging again, Thor rips the warm hammer out of the wall and wallops Hulk with it. Hulk goes crashing alongside the arena. He ends up sprawled out in a pile of rubble, slightly dazed.
What? I mean, what?
Val is watching through a set of high-tech binoculars. She reacts to Thor, reluctantly impressed. Thor advances on Hulk with all the swagger.
Hey, big guy. The sun's getting real low.
Hulk takes off his helmet, scowling, teeth grinding.
Shh. That's it. The sun's going down. I won't hurt you anymore. No one will.
Whoosh! Thor is suddenly dragged out of frame. Hulk has Thor by the leg and is whipping him against the arena floor over and over again. The crowd goes wild. In the VIP box, Loki's whole mood shifts. Loki laughs.
Yes, that's how it feels. I'm just a huge fan of the sport.
Alright, screw it.
Clang. The giant's weapons clash. Now Thor and Hulk are fighting Warhammer versus Battleaxe. And Thor is winning. He's getting the better of these exchanges, using Hulk's aggression against him. Thor continually knocks and or trips Hulk off his feet, and while evading all of Hulk's best attacks.
I know you're in there, Banner. I'll get you out.
One particular vicious blow disarms Hulk, and Thor breaks Hulk's axe with the Warhammer. Thor then bashes Hulk in the chest, knocking him to the floor.
Ah, what's the matter with you? You're embarrassing me. I told them we were friends.
Growling, Hulk stands up and grabs at the... Growling, Hulk stands up and the battle begins again. Jabs back and forth, the ground splintering under body slams. Thor grabs up the Warhammer and strikes, but Hulk catches it. Everyone is on the edge of the seat. The crowd rears up with the drawback of Hulk's fist. Strike. Thor is sent tumbling across the arena. Hulk is on him in a second, just pummeling with punches. Left, right. Thor's head snaps back and forth in the carnage. Thor sees visions of Odin. Then his eyes glow white with electricity, like an instinctual defense mechanism. Thor suddenly knocks Hulk back with a burst of lightning. Everyone's in awe, including Thor himself. Seething with electricity, Thor charges and blasts Hulk with a massive lightning punch.
Thunder.
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 Grandmaster is pissed. Loki is amazed. Hulk and Thor stagger to their feet. Thor looks at himself, a little surprised. With all the swagger, Thor moves forward, and then suddenly, bzzz, the Grandmaster zaps him with the obedience disc fob. Thor drops, totally caught off guard. Val sees this from a ship and decides to take off. Disappointment slapped across her face. Hulk plants his feet and jumps. He zooms up, rocketing out of the arena, up into the sky. At the apex of his jump, Hulk clenches his fists and begins a missile-like descent.
Another day, another dog.
Down below, Thor groggily stares up. No time to avoid it. Kaboom! Hulk hits Thor like a meteor. The impact knocks Thor unconscious, and we cut to black. Down below, Thor groggily stares up. No, we don't. Hela sits on the throne, trying to get more comfortable, headdress and cowl off. Scourge stands at the foot of the throne, butchers in tow.
What is that noise?
The common folk aren't exactly falling in line. These are resistance trying to knock down the front gates.
Hela sends her butcher troops to deal with it.
Tell me about yourself, Scourge.
Well, me dad was a stonemason and my mum was
I'll just stop you there. What I meant was, what is your ambition?
I just want to prove. I just want a chance to prove myself.
Recognition. When I was young, every great king had an executioner. Not just to execute people, but also to execute their vision. But mainly to execute people. Still a great honor. I was Odin's executioner, and you shall be my executioner.
Hela holds out her hand and uses her palms to form a double-sided obsidian axe, which she offers to Scourge.
Let's begin our conquest.
Hela and Scourge arrive at the observatory, armor in tow.
Scourge, where's the sword?
Reveal that the Bifrost sword is missing.
That sword is the key to opening the Bifrost. These people you mentioned, the ones that aren't falling into line, round them up.
Splash! Boots running across the shallow water, we meet a family of refugees from the city. Father, mother, son, and a young daughter. They're running for their lives. Hot on their heels are Hela's sinister butchers, hunting them like a pack of wolves. After scrambling through the grove of trees, the family make their way through a narrow pass. The butchers growl louder behind them. Bam! The sun runs right into a tall, immovable object. Heimdall. No regal armor, no golden helmet, yet still pretty damn sexy. This Heimdall has a thick beard and is wrapped in a cloak. The rest of the family arrive. Desperation.
Excuse me?
In one swift motion, Heimdall draws the Bifrost sword, steps forward and slashes through the butchers, ending them.
Sorry about that. These bloody things are everywhere. Come on.
Heimdall approaches the steep face of the mountain. Carved into the rock is the World Tree. Heimdall kneels, whispers a few words under his breath, and a huge section of the mountain face opens to an underground stronghold. It's busy with activity. Hundreds of Asgardians who fled the city after Hela's invasion are living here. Men, women, and children. Strong and weak, young and old. Heimdall turns to the family, even manages a smile.
You'll be safe here.
They enter the stronghold. As the door shuts, we go to Hulk's warrior suite. Thor's eyes pop open. He's lying ceremoniously on the ground, wounds being tended to by Sicarian gladiator nurses. He jolts awake, gasping at the pain. That freaks out the gladiator nurses, which results in them running away. He's in a giant room with stark graphic patterns on the wall. With a few achy grimaces, Thor stands up and wanders around. There's furniture, large cushions, and a sleeping area enclosed by the skull of a giant beast. Splash! Thor follows the noise to find Hulk having eased himself into a large steaming jacuzzi. Thor looks at him quizzically. Hulk isn't angry, he's relaxed, but he's not turning into Banner.
Are we cool?
Hulk grunts. I guess so.
It's Hulk in a hot tub. How long have you been like this? Like that?
Like what?
Like this? Big, green, stupid.
Hulk always Hulk.
Thor takes this in and walks over to a window that looks out across the city. He sees a ramshackle spaceship taking off and rocketing skyward. Higher and higher, it's going into a wormhole when, boom, one of the Grandmaster's palace patrol ships, more modern and heavy duty, blows it out of the sky. He turns to Hulk.
How did you get here?
Winning.
You mean cheating?
As in the obedience disc.
Were they wearing one of these when you won? How'd you arrive here?
Hulk mimes a plane landing into the water.
Quinjet.
Yes, where's the Quinjet now?
Hulk stands up and exits the hot tub. Ass fully out.
That's naked. He's naked. That's in my brain now.
Hulk points out of the window.
Quinjet.
Thor sees the Quinjet in a massive alien junkyard.
Yes, I'm getting out of here. This is a terrible, awful place. You're gonna love Asgard. It's big, it's golden, shiny.
Hulk stay.
No, my people need me to get back to Asgard. We must prevent Ragnarok.
Ragnarok?
The prophesied death of my homeworld. It's the end of days. It's the end of...
Hulk loudly yawns at this story.
If you help me get back to Asgard, I can get you back to Earth, huh?
Earth hate Hulk.
Earth loves Hulk. They love you. You're one of the Avengers, one of the team, one of our friends. That's what friends do. They support each other.
You're Banner's friend.
Banner's friends. I prefer you.
Banner's friend.
I don't even like Banner's. Oh, I'm into numbers and science and stuff.
Thor go. Hulk stay.
Fine, stay here, stupid place. It's hideous, by the way. It's red, white, just pick a color.
Thor heads for the exit, a wide open door.
Smash you.
You didn't smash anything. I won that fight.
I smashed you.
Yeah, sure.
Baby arms.
What?
Baby.
Moron, you big child.
Thor go.
I am going.
Zap, Thor's jolted back by the perimeter sensors in the doorway. Hulk chuckles as Thor as he hits the floor.
Thor go again. Thor home.
Thor continues to stare at the Quinjet as time passes. Hulk grabs his giant battle axe. He's armored up.
Hulk trains.
That's great. Have fun. Valkyrie.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I was scrolled up. Hey, big guy.
Angry girl.
Hulk exits. Thor watches him go. Then, at the end of the hallway, Hulk meets up with Valkyrie. They begin play fighting, a clearly friendly rapport.
What have you been up to?
Winning.
Thor can't believe it. He turns back to the window, looks up through a wormhole, stars twinkling on the other end of it.
I'm Dal. I know you can see me. I need your help. Help me see.
Pause. Then Thor's eyes glow golden like Heimdall's. The stars in the wormhole begin to warp over. Thor suddenly finds himself in Asgard. Disoriented at first, Thor turns to see Heimdall hiding in the shadows.
I see you, but you are far away.
What's going on here?
Come see for yourself.
He leads Thor over to a group of people, scarred, pushing themselves as close to the walls on an alcove as they physically can. We look upon a smouldering Asgard, shine dulled by billowing smoke.
I'm providing refugee in a stronghold built by your ancestors. But if the garrison falls, our only escape will be the Bifrost.
You're talking about evacuating Asgard.
A snarl rings out in the distance. Without question, Thor gets up against the wall alongside Heimdall. After a beat, a roving patrol of Hela's butchers creep by through the street. They don't spot our heroes. Pause. Heimdall turns to Thor, speaks only in hushed whispers.
We won't last long if we stay. She draws her power from Asgard and grows stronger every day. Come on.
Heimdall and the group is on the move again, hurriedly sneaking through a safe passageway.
Hela is ravenous. If I let her leave, she'll consume the 9 realms and all the cosmos. We need you.
I'm working on it, but I don't even know where the hell I am.
2 packs of butchers arrive simultaneously. They spot Heimdall.
You're on a planet surrounded by doorways. Go through one.
Which one?
The big one.
Heimdall rips at the attacking butchers, cutting through them in 4. Whoosh! Suddenly falls back on Sakaar. Later that night, Thor struggles with his obedience disc. Hulk steps up to Thor, looking inquisitively down at him.
We're sad.
Shut up.
Hulk pushes Thor, bullying him into opening up.
Thor's sad.
I'm not sad, you idiot. I'm pissed off, angry. I lost my father. I lost my hammer. You're not even listening.
Whining and crying. Crying like a baby. Don't kick stuff.
Thor kicks at a random helmet.
You're being a really bad friend.
You bad friend.
You know what we call you?
No.
We call you the stupid Avenger.
You're Tiny Avenger.
Hulk throws a shield that nearly decapitates Thor.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
You know what? Earth does hate you.
Hulk gets sad. Mean. Wanders over to his bed to sulk. Thor realizes he went too far. Definitely too far. Joins Hulk on the bed.
No.
I'm sorry I said those things. You're not a stupid Avenger. Nobody calls you stupid Avenger.
It's okay.
You just can't go around throwing shields at people. You could have killed me.
I know. I'm sorry. I just get so angry all the time. Hulk angry, always angry.
I know. We're the same, you and I. We're just a couple of hot-headed fools.
Yeah, same. Hulk like fire, Thor like water.
We're kind of both like fire.
But Hulk like real fire. Hulk like raging fire. Thor like smoldering fire.
Hulk, I need you to do something for me.
Morning. We watch Valkyrie as she joyfully enters the room, readying for today's sparring match.
Angry girl!
Val bounds forward and gives the Incredible Hulk a big hug. Hulk laughs and then begins playfully roughhousing with Val.
What's going on? What do you...
Hulk steps away, allowing Valkyrie to see. Her smile disappears. She stares at Thor, so annoyed.
You're so thick-headed that you can't tell when someone's hiding all the way across the universe and wants to be left alone.
We need to talk.
No, you want to talk to me.
I need her to stay.
Valkyrie is at the exit when the upper jawbone of Hulk's massive skull bone crashes into frame, blocking the doorway.
Stay, please.
Please?
Valkyrie looks up and down. Hulk begins bouncing his ball. Thud, 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 thud. Resonates around the room. Valkyrie walks over to Hulk's bar, picks up an unopened bottle of liquor.
All right, here's the deal. I'll listen to you till this is empty.
She tips back the bottle and starts chugging.
Asgard is in danger. My people are dying. We need to get back there. I need your help.
Finished. Bye.
Odin is dead.
Valkyrie stops short. The ball banging noise continues. The silence speaks volumes, full as a realization.
Hela, the goddess of death, has invaded Asgard.
If Hela's back, then Asgard is already lost.
I'm going to stop her.
Alone?
Nope, I'm putting a team together. It's me, you, and the big guy.
No team, only Hulk.
It's me and you.
I think it's only you.
Wait, just listen. The Valkyrie are legends, elite warriors of Asgard. You're sworn to defend the throne.
I'm not getting dragged into another one of Odin's family squabbles.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your sister. Her power comes from Asgard, same as yours. When it grew beyond Odin's control, she massacred everyone in the palace and tried to seize the throne. When she tried to escape her banishment, he sent the Valkyrie to fight her back. I only survived because... Look, I already faced her once back when I believed in the throne, and it cost me everything. That's what's wrong with Asgard. The throne, the secrets, the whole golden sham.
Pause. Thor moves towards Valkyrie, goes to put on a comforting hand on her shoulder.
I agree.
Val snatches his hand. They are close, face to face.
Don't get familiar.
I agree. That's why I turned down the throne. But this isn't about the crown. This is about the people. They're dying. They're your people too.
Forget it. I have.
Nods understanding.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Great.
Okay.
Thank you.
For what?
For this.
Reveal that Thor has lifted the fob device off Val's belt.
Didn't see that, did you?
Thor presses the button and the obedience disc embedded in his neck powers down. Confident smirk.
There, that's better. You know, go ahead. Stay here. Get drunk and enslave people for that lunatic. Keep drinking. Keep hiding. But me?
Thor gestures for Hulk to toss him the ball. Hulk does.
I choose to run towards my problems and not away from him because that's what...
Thor hurls it back at the main window. It bounces off, hitting Thor straight in the face and knocking him off his feet. He stands back up, facing Valkyrie.
Because that's what heroes do.
Thor then smashes through the window. Thor is sliding down the side of the Grandmaster's tower. He launches himself off the building and hurtles downward, landing casually on the streets below, finally free.
Friends, stay!
Thor is hauling ass, never slowing down. Thor keeps the top of the arena in sight. Thor runs down the aisles of crushed and stripped spacecrafts, a giant smelter, and then into what looks like a used car lot. And then he sees it, the Quinjet. Thor enters and rushes for the controls.
All right, come on.
He is pressing buttons and flipping switches. After a beat, the flight deck powers up. Thor places his hand on a pad which scans his handprint. Lights up green.
Welcome. Voice verification required.
Thor.
Access denied.
Thor's son of Odin.
Access denied.
God of Thunder.
Access denied.
Strongest Avenger.
Access denied.
Strongest Avenger.
Access denied.
Damn you, Stark. Point Break.
Welcome, Point Break.
Carefront. Hulk barges in through the Quinjet door.
Friends, stay!
No.
As Hulk enters, he destroys the whole of the Quinjet. Any metal that stands in his way peels back.
Stay!
Stop! You're breaking everything!
Don't go!
Thor triggers a message on the flight console.
Nice work, big guy. We don't know where Ultron is headed, but you're going very high, very fast.
Hulk stops short. His whole demeanor changes. Thor steps out of the way so that Hulk can see a recorded message from Natasha Romanoff on the console.
So, I need you to turn this bird around, okay? We can't track you in stealth mode, so I need you to help me out.
Okay? I need you to.
No, Banner.
Hulk convulses, drops to his hands and knees, his whole body warping. Hulk roars and grabs at his face, shaking his head, trying to fight this back, but he can't help it. He's transforming back into Bruce Banner. The transition is rough and chaotic, as is everything with us, and as if Banner is fighting to get out of the Hulk. Throughout the process, Hulk smashes back and forth, further wrecking the Quinjet, and then calm. Thor rushes to Banner's side to help ease the transition.
Oh, jeez.
Banner! Hey, you're all right, Banner. Sun's going down. Breathe. I won't hurt you. Sun's going down.
Thor?
Yeah.
Banner is groggy, disoriented. Thoughts, memories, and observations begin to flood his brain randomly.
What happened to your hair?
Some creepy old man cut it off.
It looks good.
Thanks.
Where are we? Where's Nat? How's Nat?
Nat's good, I'm sure.
And what about Sokovia?
Sokovia?
The city, Sokovia. Did we save it?
Banner, listen.
What?
Sokovia, Ultron, that was 2 years ago.
What are you saying? I've been Hulk for 2 years?
I'm afraid so.
Banner's eyes bulge, trying to process this information.
What the hell happened?
Banner rushes to his feet, heading to the flight console. Thor follows.
Banner, there's something you should know.
Voice activation required. Banner. Welcome, strongest Avenger.
What?
Ship's log.
The ship's log pops up on screen. We see fragmented images of Hulk's trip through deep space. We see the angry green giant thrash around in zero gravity. We see Hulk closer to the camera now, looking stressed and cathartic. Throw focus to see Banner's face watching the video. Hulk's freaked out face is superimposed over Banner's freaked out face.
Thor, where are we?
Yeah, about that. It's me, Grandmaster?
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster, you there, bud?
Sakar, hear ye. Attention, please. I have some bad news. My beloved, exalted champion has turned up missing. Take to the streets. Celebrate my champion.
Who's that?
He kind of runs the place. You actually lived in his house for a while.
I did?
Yeah, quite a lot's happened. You and I had a fight recently.
Did I win?
No, I won easily.
Doesn't sound right.
Well, it's true.
It seems that the criminally seductive Lord of Thunder has stolen him away.
Seductive God of Thunder. We need to move.
Oh no. This is bad. This is really, really bad. Thor, I think I'm freaking out.
Oh, no. Don't freak out. You're okay. Put these on.
Thor tosses Banner some clothes.
Ew. These are Tony's clothes. These are Tony's clothes.
Yeah, I know. Come on.
Is he here?
No, he's not here. But listen, just stay calm, okay? Sun's going down. Sun's getting real low. Sun's going down.
Loki and Valkyrie are brought before Grandmaster, who has at least tripled the amount of bodyguards around him.
I'm upset. I'm very upset. You know what I like about being upset? Blame. Right now, that's the mindset I'm in. And you know who I'm blaming?
Grandmaster,
Hey, don't interrupt me.
Topaz hands the metal stick to the Grandmaster.
Here you go. Why are you handing me the melt stick? He was interrupting. That's not a capital violation. My precious champion has come up missing, and it's all because of that Lord of Thunder. It's all because of him. Your brother. Whatever the story is. adopted or complicated. I'm sure there's a big history. And you're a contender.
My dear friend, if you were to give me 12 hours, I could bring them both back to you.
I can do it in 2.
I could do it in 1.
Let's stop there. You know what? I woke up this morning thinking about a public execution. But for now, I'll settle for the sweet little who's going to get him first. So you're on the clock.
The Grandmaster shoos them away.
What have you done?
I don't answer to you, lackey.
It's Loki, and you will answer to the Grand Master.
Quick hand action, but Val breaks away with a jab to his face. She smirks.
Why would you help my brother escape with that green fool?
I don't help anyone.
Both draw their blades, and a dueling dance of dexterity commences. He sees her wrist markings. A realization.
You're a Valkyrie. I thought the Valkyrie all died gruesome deaths.
Now Val attacks Loki. She gets him up against the wall, her knee in his throat. She looks ready to kill him.
Choose your next words wisely.
Terribly sorry. Must be a very painful memory.
Quick as a rattlesnake, Loki grabs Val's head and casts an illusion. Val's eyes cloud over with a darkness as we go to Hela's dimension. A flashback, actually. A barren black void of death. The Valkyrie in Old Skull Asgardian armor charges through the dimensional rift, an open portal back to Asgard in the Nine Realms. Val witnesses these events as moments frozen in time. Reveal Hela in all her glory, black blades everywhere, dozens of Valkyrie falling through the dark space, dead or dying. The Valkyries lay dead on the battlefield. Hela advancing on the final few Valkyrie. One is Val, frozen in fear, shell-shocked. Hela firing black weapons at Val. One of Val's sisters diving in at the last second, shoving Val back and taking the fatal hit. The last image she sees is Hela dealing the final killer blow to her doomed Valkyrie sisters. We go back to see Val on her knees in front of Loki, dazed by the resurgence of these horrible memories. She turns on Loki, raging, and knocks him out. Back on the streets, Banner sits, groaning, head in his hands. Thor is beside him, rubbing his back and on the lookout for threats.
Sun's going down, it's getting real low. Sun's going down, it's getting real low.
Would you stop saying that?
I just need you to stay calm.
Calm? I'm on an alien planet.
It's just a planet. You've been on a planet before.
Yeah, one.
Now you've been on 2. That's a good thing. It's a new experience.
My neurons, they're firing faster than my brain can handle the information. The whole thing is totally different from this time. In the past, I've always felt like Hulk and I each had a hand on the wheel. But this time, it's like he had the keys and I was locked in the trunk.
All right, well, you're back now and that's all that matters.
No, it's not what matters. What I'm trying to tell you is if that I turn into the Hulk again, Banner may never come back. And we're stranding on a planet that is designed to stress me out.
We're not stranded. I'm going to figure out a way for us to get home.
Thank you.
Not your home, though. Asgard.
What?
Listen, my people are in great danger. You and I, we have to fight this really powerful being, who also happens to be my sister.
Okay, that is so wrong in so many. I don't want to fight your sister. That's a family issue.
No, she's an evil being.
I don't care what she is. I'm not fighting any more beings. I'm sick of it. I just told you, if I turn into the Hulk, I am never going to come back again, and you don't care.
No, I'm putting it together the team. The Hulk is the fire.
Wait, you're just using me to get to the Hulk.
What? No.
It's gross. You don't even care about me. You're not my friend.
No, I don't even like the Hulk. He's like, smash, smash, smash. I prefer you.
Thanks.
Now, if I'm being honest, when it comes to fighting evil beings, he is very powerful and useful.
Yeah, well, Banner's powerful and useful too.
Is he though?
How many PhDs does Hulk have? 0. How many PhDs does Banner have? 7.
Fine, you don't have to fight anymore. But we're in danger here, so we have to move.
Thor grabs a towel from the ground next to him, puts the towel over his head.
What are you doing with that?
I need a disguise. I'm a fugitive.
I need a disguise.
You haven't. You are the disguise.
Banner finds a pair of Stark sunglasses in his jacket.
I'll be Tony Stark.
No, you're not Tony Stark. You're Bruce. Bruce Banner.
Then why did you dress me up like Tony?
Because you were naked.
Okay, I'll give you that.
They stand up. Banner adjusts his crotch.
What are you doing? Stop that.
Tony wears his pants super tight.
Why are you being so weird?
I don't know. Maybe the fact that I was trapped for 2 years inside of a monster made me a little weird.
Banner flashes green, Thor calms him down.
Hey, it's okay. You're good. You're calm. Come on. Listen, we got to go to Asgard, and you're going to have to think. Not going to have to think about Thor again. Hulk ever again. All right?
All right.
Whap! Banner gets nailed in the face with green paint. Caught off guard, Thor and Banner are swept away. It's a massive street festival where revelers dance and cheer while throwing pounded paint at each other in celebration of Hulk. Green everywhere. Inside the parade is total chaos. Thor searches for Banner as he's pelted with green powder. Pandemonium. In the crowd, Thor sees a pack of scrappers on the hunt for reward.
Hulk, 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 Hulk. Oh, this is bad. Banner! Banner!
Thor sees Banner across the crowd. Thor muscles his way through the madness, knocking rowdy fans aside. Banner, walking backwards, knocks into a massive scrapper.
Thor!
Thor reaches Banner and holds him protectively, awkwardly trying to rub his shoulders. The scrapper rears up, turning on Thor and Banner. Wham! From out of nowhere, Valkyrie uses the obedience disc. The scrapper drops. Thor looks at Val while clutching Banner like a child.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
I was going to do that.
Yeah, well, I did it first.
That's good. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? I thought you were leaving.
I got sidetracked.
What's with the...
This is my disguise.
But I can see your face.
Well, when I do this. Your hair looks nice. What'd you do with it? Change it? Wash it, maybe?
Valkyrie just rolls her eyes, ushers for them to follow her.
What are these things in her eyes? Are those the people that she's killed? She's so beautiful and strong.
Valkyrie escorts Thor and Banner through the streets.
Who's this guy?
The friend.
What, me? I'm Bruce.
As Val leads them into Sakaran apartment building.
I feel like I know you.
I feel like I know you too.
They arrive at a door. Before they enter,
Look, I've spent years in a haze trying to forget my past. Sakar seemed like the best place to drink and forget and to die one day.
I was thinking you drink too much, but that's probably going to kill you.
I don't plan to stop drinking, but I don't want to forget. I can't turn away anymore. So if I'm going to die, well, it may as well be driving my sword to the heart of that murderous hag.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm saying I want to be on the team. Has it got a name?
Yes, it's called the Revengers.
Revengers?
Because I'm getting revenge, you're getting revenge. Do you want revenge?
I'm undecided.
Okay.
Also, I've got a peace offering.
Valkyrie opens the front door, revealing Loki. He is as restrained more than someone with a bondage king, sitting in the middle of an apartment with a dozen chains around him.
Surprise.
Thor tosses a bottle, it bounces off Loki's head.
Ow!
Just had to be sure.
Hello, Bruce.
So last time I saw you, you were trying to kill everybody. Where are you at these days?
It varies from moment to moment.
That apartment is a shithole. Bottles everywhere, blood splattered, clothes in the corner, a knife in the wall, etc. Val lays something on the bed, unwraps it to reveal an old Asgardian sword. Thor's eyes go wild.
Is that a dragon fang?
It is.
My god, it's the famous sword of the Valkyrie!
Zakar and Asgard are about as far apart as any two known systems. Our best bet is a wormhole just outside the city limits. A nice clean wormhole outside the city. Refuel on Xandar and be back in Asgard in around 18 months.
Nope, we're going through that one.
The devil's anus.
Anus? Wait, whose anus are we going through?
For the record, I didn't know it was called that when I picked it.
That looks like a collapsing neutron inside of an Einstein-Rosen bridge.
We need another ship. That would tear mine to pieces.
She's right. We need one that can withstand the geodenic strain from the singularity.
And has an offline power steering system that could also function without the onboard computer.
And we need one with cup holders because we're going to die. So, drinks.
Do I know you? I feel like I know you.
I feel like I know you too. It's weird.
What do you say, Doctor? Uncharted metagalactic travel through a volatile cosmic gateway? Talk about adventure!
Thor goes for a fist bump and Bella finds it. Cringe.
A ship.
Need a ship.
There are one or two ships. Absolute top-of-the-line models.
I don't mean to impose.
All eyes turn to Loki. Valkyrie harshly chucks a bottle at him and smashes above his head.
But the Grandmaster has a great many ships. I may even have stolen the access codes to his security system.
And suddenly you're overcome with an urge to do the right thing.
Heavens no. I've run out of favors with the Grandmaster. In exchange for codes and access to a ship, I'm asking for safe passage through the anus.
You're telling us you can get us access into the garage without setting off any alarms?
Yes, brother, I can.
Okay, can I just, a quick FYI, I was just talking to him a couple minutes ago and he was totally ready to kill any of us.
He did try to kill me.
Yes, me too. On many occasions. There was this one time when we were children, he transformed himself into a snake, and he knows I love snakes. So I went to pick up the snake to admire, and he transformed back into it, and he was like, "Yeah, it's me!" and stabbed me. We were 8 at the time.
Loki suppresses a smile.
If we're boosting a ship, we're going to need to draw some guards away from the palace.
Why not set the beast loose?
Shut up!
You guys have a beast?
No, there's no beast. He's just being stupid. We're going to start a revolution.
Revolution?
I'll explain later.
Who's this guy again?
I'll explain later.
Hawk sits with his cellmate. He's talking to Meek.
It's some sort of protoplasm or the stuff coming out of you, or is this like eggs? They kind of look like eggs.
The cell door is fireballed off its hinges. Suddenly, everyone's obedience disc powers down, no longer glowing as Korg stands up. Valkyrie appears in the door to his cell.
I'm looking for Korg.
Who's asking? I know you're asking, but is like anyone else, or is it just you?
The Lord of Thunder sends his best.
Valkyrie tosses him a high-tech rifle.
What are you doing? Stop! I don't know how to use it. The revolution has begun.
Now, Grandmaster speaks with Topaz, who now wears battle armor.
Revolution? How did this happen? Don't know, but the arena's mainframe of the obedience discs have been deactivated, and the slaves have armed themselves.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Mainframe?
No, why would I not like mainframe? No, the S word.
Sorry, the prisoners with jobs have armed themselves.
Okay, that's better.
Thor waits as Loki enters the codes to a door security panel.
Hey, so listen, we should talk.
I disagree. Open communication was never our family's forte.
You have nope. You have no idea. I've had quite the revelation since we last spoke. Hello.
The door opens, revealing a bunch of guards. Thor and Loki heft up two Sicarian guns.
Hi.
Thor and Loki blast all the guards, moving to another door.
Sorry.
Odin brought us together. It's almost poetic that his death should split us apart. We might as well be strangers now. Two sons of the crown set adrift.
A guard tries to ambush Loki through the door. Thor takes out the guard.
Well, you didn't want to talk about it.
Thor and Loki enter an elevator, going up.
Here's the thing. I'm probably better off staying here on Sakaar.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Did you just agree with me?
Oh, come on. This place is perfect for you. It's savage, chaotic, lawless. Brother, you'll do great here.
Do you truly think so little of me?
Thor pauses, considers his brother.
Loki, I thought the world of you. I thought we were going to fight side by side forever. But at the end of the day, you're you, I'm me. I don't know. Maybe there's still some good in you, but let's be honest. Our path diverged a long time ago.
Loki is wounded by Thor's willingness to discard him. He masks his feelings.
Yeah, it's probably for the best that we never see one another again.
That's always what you wanted.
Thor pats Loki affectionately on the back. Hold on, Loki. Did Thor just get through to him?
That's what you always wanted. Hey, let's do get help.
What?
Get help.
No.
Oh, come on, you love it.
I hate it.
It's great. It works every time.
It's humiliating.
Do you have a bottle fan?
No.
We're doing it.
We're not doing get help.
The elevator door opens to a group of several guards. Thor supports Loki's weight with Loki faking a fatal injury.
Get help, please. My brother, he's dying. Get help. Help him.
Thor picked up Loki and flings him at the guards, knocking them down like bowling pins. Loki stands up and Thor steps to Loki's side.
Classic.
I still hate it. It's humiliating.
Not for me, it's not. Oh, which one of the ships she told us to get?
Points.
The Commodore.
The Commodore Starship. Sorry. Brand new, solidly built, sleek. As they walk towards it, a duplicate Loki forms and lags behind. The Loki walking with Thor is an illusion.
Though I feel it won't make much of a difference.
Oh, Loki. Oh.
We follow the real Loki as he slinks away towards the security system panel. He activates the panel and brings up a screen that will set off all the alarms palace-wide.
Oh, Loki.
I know I've betrayed you many times before, but this time it's truly nothing personal. The reward for your capture will set me up nicely.
He triggers the alarm.
Never one for sentiment, were you?
Easier to let it burn.
But then Loki sees Thor holding up a fob device. Loki realizes that Thor fixed an obedience device on him in that heart-to-heart moment.
I agree.
Bzzzt. Thor zaps Loki and holds down the button. Loki hits the ground, writhing in pain. Thor approaches.
Oh, looks painful. Oh, dear brother, you've become so predictable. I trust you, you betray me. Round and round in circles we go. See, Loki, life is about growth. It's about change. But you always seem to want to stay the same. I guess what I'm trying to say is that you'll always be the god of mischief, but you could be so much more. I'll just put this over here for you.
Thor throws the fob on top of the security panel, so close but so far from Loki's paralyzed reach.
Anyway, I've got to go places, so good luck.
Thor is seen in the cockpit.
All right, I can figure this out. It's just another spaceship.
The massive garage doors open. This sets off blaring alarms to alert the palace of this unauthorized departure. The Commodore ship lifts off from the garage. In the cockpit, Thor pushes forward on the throttle. The ship zooms ahead.
Loyal Sicarians. Lord of Thunder has stolen my ship and my favorite champion. Sicarians, take to the skies. Bring him down. Do not let him leave this planet.
The first two ships out of the garage swoop around behind Thor. The patrol ships are locking weapons on Thor when boom, boom, they're both blown out the sky by the war song. Val is all focus, flying and firing. Banner sits shotgun.
Good shot.
Thanks.
Thor's ship and Val's ship now zip through the city in tandem. Thor's in the pilot seat. Val comes over on the radio.
Open the doors.
Thor looks at the console, flips a switch. Valkyrie steers down, dropping altitude. Her whole ship spins upside down, yet her cockpit is still right side up.
I hope that you're tougher than you look.
Why?
Val maxes out the throttle, the ship accelerates. When she's under Thor's ship, Val presses the eject button. Banner is launched out of the ship. Thor at the controls. We hear an incoming scream of increasing volume. Thunk. Banner is shot up into the ship. Rough landing. Clunk, 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 clunk. The ship has been fired on by another pursuit vehicle. Banner joins Thor.
Shouldn't we be shooting back or something?
Yes, we should.
Into the radio.
Is there any guns on the ship?
There aren't any. It's a leisure vessel.
What?
Grandmaster uses it for his good times, orgies and stuff.
Thor and Banner look around. The ceiling has mirrors on it, and the floor is covered in a Sicarian Persian rug.
Did she just say the Grandmaster uses it for orgies?
Yeah, don't touch anything.
Clunk, clunk, clunk. More firing from behind. Val's ship is hit. She rotates the cockpit to face backwards, and she opens fire, taking out the attacking chase ship. A look of determination as she pops the hatch above. Her ship is now a convertible. Shooting a few more ships, we see it explode by Topaz's shot. Thor and Banner witness the fiery explosion of Val's kamikaze flight path.
No!
Thor experiences a brief instance of heartbreak, devastation, a bit above, but then notices a speck coming out of the explosion. Thwack! Val hits the ship's windshield and grabs hold, residual smoke wafting off of her. Thor pilots the ship out of the city and into the wasteland. The 6 Sicarian fighters ships race after them in formation.
Get inside!
In a minute!
Val pulls herself up and then runs down the roof of the ship. Thor and Banner follow the thumping of her footsteps. In a full sprint, Val leaps off and lands hard on the lead Sicarian ship. Val begins tearing into the enemy ship with sword in hand.
I should probably go help. Here, take the wheel.
Oh, I don't know how to fly one of these.
You're a scientist. Use one of your PhDs.
None of them are for flying spaceships.
Thor leaps into the middle of this high-speed dogfight. These 2 superhuman Asgardians begin jumping between their pursuers' ships, taking out guns, engines, and pilots with their bare hands. It's a spectacular and epic. Back and forth they go, even passing each other on mid-flight a few times. One by one, the Sicarian ships go down. Banner is frantically steering the ship, doing his best to dodge all the incoming fire. He peels away and is followed by Topaz.
Okay, come on. There's got to be a gun on this thing. This looks like a gun.
Banner presses the button. The ship's lighting changes like a disco effect. Weird dance music blasts over the PA, followed by the Grandmaster's voice.
It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Banner is so confused. Then we hear fireworks. Massive plumes of powder paint shoot out of the ship, followed by a huge colourful fireworks display. And then a rainforest's worth of confetti is dumped from the hull. Topaz is suddenly in the middle of a party smokescreen. She tries to fly away through it, through all the fireworks and streamers, but ultimately she hits a hard crash landing in the ocean.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Meanwhile, Thor and Val to land together on the one remaining Sicarian ship. Val leads a smile to Thor. Thor yanks off the cockpit cover. Val tosses the pilot, and together they push forward on the throttle. The ship speeds up forward. Just then, Banner pulls the Commodore back on the scene, hovering above them. They leap up towards the Commodore's open doors as the ship crushes and explodes behind them. Thor and Valkyrie join Banner in the cockpit.
Guys, we're coming up on the Devil's Anus.
Korg and Meek enter, leading a group of gladiator rebels. Korg sees and then points to the supercruiser.
There she is. Our ticket out of here. What's this?
The obedience disc fob on the ground. He picks it up and turns it off. Korg then notices Loki, who ceased the twitching and convulsing on the ground. Loki stands and dusts himself off.
Thank you.
Hey man, we're about to jump on that ginormous spaceship. Wanna come?
Well, you do seem like you're in desperate need of leadership.
Why, thank you.
Back into the depth of the Devil's Anus wormhole.
Here we go.
The Commodore ship is swallowed up by the towering nightmare that is the Devil's Anus wormhole. The ship's onboard computer shorts out, darkness in the cabin. All around them the hull creaks, the strain and debris. The Commodore heads towards the end of the wormhole. Scourge addresses a crowd of Asgardians, Hela behind him, leaning against Fenris, her giant wolf. 100 or more Asgardians have been forced to line in a large piazza, all exhausted, all scared. Patrolling the perimeter are Hela's butchers.
As guardians, some misguided soul has taken the Bifrost sword. Tell us where it is, or there will be consequences. Bad ones. Well?
Hela points to an Asgardian woman off camera.
You.
No!
Hela's butchers pull the Asgardian woman to the steps. They shove her and she falls to the floor. The woman is on her hands and knees as Scourge turns to her. She trembles as Scourge holds his battle axe with both hands. He looks hesitantly at Hela.
Well, executioner?
As Scourge raises the axe ready to execute, a man steps forward hastily.
Wait! I know where the sword is.
The Commodore nears the end of the wormhole and is spit out into the calmness of outer space. Banner, Thor, and Valkyrie are all unconscious. They all wake up one by one. Outside they see the realm of Asgard, a flat city in the middle of an island floating in space.
Never thought I'd be back here.
The ship clears the clouds to reveal Asgard in ruins, a devastated ghost town, fires, wrecked buildings, and dead soldiers. It looks like all hope is lost.
Thought it'd be a lot nicer. I mean, not that it's not nice, it's just, it's on fire.
Here, up here in the mountains.
A projected map on the console shows the mountain where the stronghold is located. There's a red dot in the mountain indicating where the Asgard citizens are.
Heat signatures. People clustered together. Hela's coming for them.
Okay, drop me off at the palace. I'll draw her away.
And get yourself killed?
The people are trapped down there, that's all that matters. While I'm dealing with Hela, I need you two to get everyone off at Asgard.
How the hell are we supposed to do that?
I have a man on the ground.
Heimdall looks to the Asgardian citizens.
Asgard.
Citizens in the stronghold look up to him, brought to attention.
She's here.
Walks away. Valkyrie is helping Thor load a massive Asgardian blaster to the side of the Commodore.
Oh, now the ship has a gun.
I'll take it from here.
I found this in the armory.
Thor produces a bundle of fabric with gold and white plating. Val immediately recognizes its significance. She doesn't want to be affected by this gesture, but can't help it.
Good luck.
Your Majesty, don't die. You know what I mean.
The Commodore flies away, leaving Thor on the balcony. Thor's footsteps echo through the empty space. Chunks of plaster from the dismantled fresco lay at his feet. He picks it up and sees that this piece with his own face. Thor then looks up at the ceiling where his painting used to be and finds the original, which depicts Odin and Hela conquering the 9 realms, with Hela's butchers all around them. Hela holds Mjolnir. Hela, cowl and headdress on, stands with Scourge outside the mountain stronghold where Heimdall is leading the refugees. Hela raises her arms and fires long, thin black lances which burrow into crevices on the mountainside. With the lances in place, Hela bears down, summoning all her focus and energy. She begins to vibrate this manifestation of her powers, puncturing crevices and splitting rocks apart. The whole mountain begins to rumble. Crack! Hela rips open the side of the mountain. The doors fall across the ravine, creating a bridge for Hela and Scourge. Hela waits patiently for the dust to settle and sees an empty stronghold. No sign of Heimdall or the refugees.
We must keep moving. Go to the Bifrost.
Heimdall leads the migration of refugees out on the other side of the mountain onto a secluded mountain path. Banner flies the Commodore across the street. Val puts on her gloves, cuff on her forearm, boots and breastplate. She grabs her dragon fang sword and puts it at her side. Val mans the blaster as we see she's changed into the classic white and gold Valkyrie armor, Thor's gift, looking like an absolute badass. Thor on the throne holding Gungnir, the king's spear. Odin's signature spear, slamming the butt of it onto the ground. Gone. Hela steps into the throne room, headdress and cowl off. Thor stops the gonging when he sees Hela, his eyes narrowing with rage.
Sister,
You're still alive.
I love what you've done with the place. Redecorating, I see.
It seems our father's solution to every problem is to cover it up.
Or cast it out. He told you you were worthy. He said the same thing to me.
You see, you never knew him, not at his best. Odinite drowned entire civilizations in blood and tears. Where do you think all this gold came from? And then one day, he decided to become a benevolent king, to foster peace, to protect life, to have you.
I understand why you're angry. You are my sister, and technically have a claim to the throne. And I would love for someone else to rule, but it can't be you. You're just the worst.
Hela puts on her headdress.
Okay, get up. You're in my seat.
You know, Father once told me that a wise king never seeks out war.
But must always be ready for it.
They charge each other. Heimdall leads the refugees out onto the bridge, but then he stops, sensing something. At the far end of the bridge is Fenris, the massive werewolf who's guarding the observatory.
Go back! Go!
The refugees turn to retreat. Fenris charges. Gunfire from above. The Commodore swoops onto the scene. Valkyrie manning the blaster and firing on Fenris, who stops his charge. As the refugees retreat, they come to a stop because Scourge is leading an army of butchers behind them. Heimdall and the refugees are now trapped on the bridge between Fenris and Scourge. Hela and Thor fight, Hela wielding two twin black blades. They clash and Thor blocks an attack with Gungnir. They are face to face, Hela glaring at Thor.
To be honest, I expected more.
Hela disarms him, sending Gungnir clattering across the room. Hela strikes out, sending Thor flying. Hela's butchers stand behind Scourge.
Heimdall, the sword, hand it over, matey.
Hela pins Thor against the wall.
Here's the difference between us. I'm Odin's firstborn, the rightful heir, the savior of Asgard. And you're nothing.
Hela projects a large spiked lance. Thor barely rolls out of the way before it punches the wall. Thor tries to hit again, but Hela easily knocks him to the floor.
So simple, even a blind man could see it.
Hela rakes a black-clawed blade across Thor's face. In doing so, she rips out one of his eyes.
Now you remind me of Dad. I can't read.
As Guardians clash with Hela's butchers, Valkyrie keeps raining down fire on Fenris, but is doing no real damage, just pushing the wolf off. Fenris shakes off the bullets and resumes charging. Valkyrie gives up shooting.
You're muted.
Oh, the stupid dog won't die.
Banner looks down at the carnage below and makes a decision. He gets up and heads for the bay doors.
Things going to be okay. I got this. You want to know who I am?
What the hell are you talking about?
You'll see.
Banner leaps out of the ship. Banner soars through the air. Fenris continues to charge. Splat. Banner faceplants onto the bridge, seeming to break every bone in his body. He looks very dead. Fenris sniffs him curiously. Heimdall sees Fenris charging and steps out in front of the refugees with his sword, preparing for the worst. Then he stops short, being held back by a force. An incredible force. Hulk is back. He chucks Fenris across the bridge.
We must cross now, to the Bifrost.
Heimdall leads the refugees onto the bridge. Hela has Thor by the throat. She lifts him up to look over on the balcony's ledge.
You see, no one's going anywhere. I'll get that sword even if I had to kill every single one of them to do it.
Battle of the Butchers continues as Guardians seemingly hold them off. Boom! Val lands the Commodore on top of them, skidding across the bridge, crushing the front line of the Butchers and knocking Scourge aside. Bam! The Butcher is blasted. Korg steps into frame holding the blaster.
Hey man, I'm Korg, and this is me. We're gonna go jump on that spaceship and get out of here. Wanna come?
Heimdall is beyond confused, but then a loud noise emerging from the thick, low-hanging fog is Loki. Resplendent in horns, arms spread wide, seeming to float towards the bridge like a mythical angel of mercy.
Your savior is here.
The fog dissipates around him, revealing that Loki is standing on the Grandmaster's supercruiser, the Ark. And Loki is not alone. He brought along all the prisoners from the Contest of Champions. armed with gladiator weapons. The arc slows to a stop at the middle of the bridge. Even with Hela's hand on his throat, Thor can't help but smile at the sight of Loki. Hela, however, sneers.
Did you miss me?
Welcome home. I saw you coming.
Of course you did.
Loki joins Heimdall and the gladiators in fending off Hela's encroaching minions. Hela is perturbed but not enraged. She turns her gaze back to Thor for a final farewell.
A valiant effort, but you never stood a chance. You see, I'm not a queen. Or a monster.
Flash push in on Odin at the cliffs.
I'm the goddess of death.
Flash put in on Odin on the cliffs.
What were you the god of again?
Flash put in Odin on the cliffs. Everything goes silent. We see Thor, dressed and injured as he was on the balcony, back in the sweeping fields where he met Hela for the first time.
Even when you had two eyes, you were only seeing half the picture.
Thor turns to see his father sitting where they last saw him. Thor falls to his knees.
She's too strong. Without my hammer, I cannot.
Are you Thor, god of hammers?
Thor looks up, meeting his gaze.
That hammer helped you control your power. Focus it. But it was never the source of your strength.
It's too late. She's already taken Asgard.
Asgard is not a place. Never has been.
Gestures around him.
Could be Asgard. It is wherever our people stand. And right now, those people need you.
Odin turns to go.
I'm not as strong as you.
No, you're stronger.
We leave Thor in the field and come back to Hela, digging her blade deeper into Thor's chest. He groans in pain. Everything darkens as black clouds gather overhead.
Tell me, brother, what were you the god of again?
Flows on Thor's clenched fist, small arcs of electricity forming. The loudest crack of thunder you've ever heard. In an instant, Thor and Hela are engulfed in a bolt of lightning. Kaboom! Hela is blasted out of the lightning and sent crashing into the streets of Asgard. Thor lands hard on his feet, muscles swollen, veins pulsing with electricity. A living storm. Thor dives into the fray. He moves like a bolt of lightning, surging through the army of butchers and quick slashing jolts. On the other side of the bridge, music and fireworks displays ring out. The Commodore fireworks provide a spectacular hero backdrop. She draws Dragonfang and smiles as butchers begin swarming her, and she's right where she needs to be. Wielding Dragonfang, she moves skillfully across the entire epic battle, cutting a swathe through the relentless onslaught of butchers. Heavy damage ensues. In the water below, Hulk and Fenris wrestle in a colossal clash of fists, claws, and teeth. At the middle of the bridge, Heimdall helps load the fleeing Asgardians onto the Ark. Within the melee are Loki, Korg, and the Sicarians. Loki slashes through the butchers, wielding his headpiece like a weapon, along with his signature dagger. Beyond that, Thor is wielding electrifying weapons and blasting entire packs of butchers off the bridge. Lost in the chaos is Scourge, who sees the tides turning. He throws down his axe and blends into the crowd. Fenris's Hulk in his mouth underwater, trying to drown the green Goliath. Fenris's teeth puncture Hulk's skin. He bellows, thrashing. Hulk winds up and slams Fenris in the snout. Fenris snaps back, revealing that they've reached the realm's edge. Fenris is knocked off, plummeting off of Asgard into space. Hulk grabs hold of the slippery rocks, desperately trying to climb back as water pours down on him. His guardians continue rushing onto the ship. In the crowd we find Scourge. He's thrown a cloak over himself and is sneaking in amongst the refugees. A more successful version of Thor's earlier Tau scenario. Our heroes have drastically thinned down the herd of the butchers. It's absolute pandemonium. The Ark's engines are deafening, but you can still hear the sounds of terrified people screaming. Thor helps Loki to his feet.
You're late.
You're missing an eye.
This isn't over.
All around the bridge our heroes look to see Hela arriving at the far side of the bridge. She is seething with power, a vision of death. Having just come out of this huge battle, they are all weary and nursing injuries. Loki and Val are hurting worse than Thor.
I think we should disband the Avengers.
Hit her with a lightning blast.
I just hit her with the biggest lightning blast in the history of lightning. He did nothing.
Hela walks towards them, menacing and deliberate. Thor, Loki and Val step forward to protect the Asgardians.
We need to hold her off till everyone's on board.
It won't end here. The longer Hela's on Asgard, the more powerful she grows. She'll hunt us down. We need to stop her here and now.
What's our move?
I'm not doing get help.
Thor sees Hela approaching. She sees the palace behind her and comes to a realization.
Asgard's not a place. It's a people. This never is about stopping Ragnarok. It's about causing it. Surtur's crown. Go to the vault. It's the only way.
Impressed?
Bold move, brother. Even for me.
Loki runs off, leaving Thor and Val to deal with Hela.
Shall we?
After you.
Thor attacks, they clash, kicking off this monumental confrontation. Hela manifests pitch black weapons to attack Thor, but Thor is conjuring powerful bolts of electricity with the same speed and ferocity. Just as Thor is surging with newfound lightning powers, Hela's powers seem to be enhanced as well. The battle is relentless and fast-paced. Thor is holding his own against Hela. Maybe they can win this thing. The Commodore ship passes, swooping down behind the bridge.
Go now!
As the Ark's engine begins to power up, Hela begins to conjure an enormous manifestation of her powers. A giant black spike from the bedrock of Asgard that stabs the Ark and prevents it from leaving. Butchers begin to scramble up onto the Ark. The refugees react in terror as the butchers begin climbing in. In the frightened crowd, we see Scourge still cloaked. He sees innocent Asgardians huddled together trying to protect their family. He's having a crisis of conscience, an epiphany. Loki bounds down into Odin's vault and picks up Surtur's skull. As he walks toward the eternal flame, the Tesseract draws his attention, tempting him. The first wave of butchers arrive on board, heading straight for the cowering family. Just as they're about to be killed, pow, pow, pow. The butchers fall dead. Everyone turns to see Scourge, now uncloaked, wielding his 2 M16s from Texas.
Or Asgard.
Scourge runs forward, leaps off the Ark and lands onto the bridge where all the butchers are coming to life, blasting away the butchers before they can get on board. He looks back and finally sees what he's been searching for. Recognition.
Hela!
Hela turns to see Scourge blasting his way through the butchers, trying to make his way to her. Disappointed, Hela fires a blade through Scourge's heart. Scourge has been killed, but the Ark now ascends unfettered. Loki places Surtur's skull in the eternal flame.
With the eternal flame, you are reborn.
As the fire crackles, Surtur's skull begins to grow. Hela has Val in her clutches, but her focus is on the aftermath of Scourge's last stand and the Ark's subsequent escape. She's furious, about to unleash hell when...
Hela! Enough! You want Asgard. It's yours.
Whatever game you're playing, it won't work. You can't defeat me.
No, but he can.
Boom! Exploding through the roof of the palace is Surtur. This is a different Surtur than the opening. He is slowly but steadily growing in size, and he carries with him a flaming sword which grows as well. Surtur's arrival literally shakes the bedrock of Asgard. Hela's eyes grow wide. She wasn't expecting this.
No. No!
Hela's attention on Surtur at the palace collapses around him, so she is unprepared for Schlink. Mustering up all her remaining strength, Val drives Dragonfang through Hela's chest, effectively pinning her to the bridge. Thor turns and fires lightning into Dragonfang, which dislodges the section of the bridge. The ground beneath Hela breaks free and she goes falling down into the water.
Tremble before me, Asgard, for I am your reckoning. Shnoop.
Surtur swings his sword, destroying an entire city block. Thor and Valkyrie look up.
The people are safe. That's all that matters.
Fulfilling the prophecy.
I hate this prophecy.
So do I, but we have no choice. Surtur destroys Asgard, he destroys Hela so that our people can live.
In the background, Hulk hops up onto the bridge, looks around, zeroing on Surtur. Hulk charges behind them and unseen by Thor and Val. Thor.
You ever... What? No, it's Hulk first.
Oh, a big monster!
We need to let him finish. No!
Hulk leaps up and lands on Surtur's face and begins pounding the fire giant with furious punches.
Hulk, stop, you moron!
It's not doing much damage, but the shock of it, plus Hulk's impact, makes Surtur take a destructive step back. Hulk is trying to rip one of Surtur's horns when Surtur reaches up and grabs him with a fiery hand. Surtur hurls Hulk away from him, sends him crashing down. Hulk stumbles to his fate, dazed and smoking.
Hulk, just for once in your life, don't smash!
Big monster.
Hulk, let's go.
Hulk stops looking between Surtur and Thor and Val. This is a real Sophie's choice for Hulk. On the one hand, he really wants to kill that thing. On the other hand...
Fine.
Hulk picks up Thor and Valkyrie, then he squats down and leaps with all his might. The trio shoots up into the night sky like a rocket blasting off. Their trajectory is heading right into the Ark as it reaches lower orbit of Asgard. A bird's eye view shows total carnage and madness on Asgard. Surtur has grown to extinction level scale, slashing away at the landscape below, when suddenly a massive black spike explodes from the water and slams into Surtur's chest. Hela explodes back onto the scene, riding a huge spiked manifestation of her powers. She's going for Surtur. Attacking with all of her might, Surtur winds up holding his sword above his head.
I am Asgard's doom.
True to his word, Surtur fulfills his destiny and drives his sword through Hela and into the heart of Asgard. Everyone watches as Surtur drives his sword through Asgard.
Damage is not too bad. As long as the foundations are strong, we can rebuild this place. It will become a haven for all peoples and aliens of the universe.
When the fiery sword touches the crystalline base of Asgard, there is a violent detonation of energy, a cataclysm earthquake. The entire realm is split in two. In an instant, Thor's home is blown to pieces. Asgard is gone.
Nope, those foundations are gone. Sorry. Stay on, Thor.
Nope,
As a stage direction, sorry!
Who edited this?
So much.
The Ark cruises among the chaos that once was Asgard.
What have I done?
You saved us from extinction. Asgard is not a place, it's a people.
Thor looks at his reflection in a mirror. His wounds are bandaged, including his now missing eye. His armor is clean. Thor takes a beat, as though trying to get used to the sight of the man looking back at him.
It suits you.
Thor turns to reveal Loki standing by the door, a smile.
Perhaps you're not so bad after all, brother.
Maybe not.
Thank you, Loki.
Thor picks up a soap dish.
And if you're here, I might even hug you.
Thor throws the dish at Loki. Loki catches it.
I'm here.
The giant cruise liner is gliding through space, the twinkling of stars all around it. Thor steps out onto the main deck to see an assembly of both Asgardian and Sakaran refugees awaiting their king. Thor looks over his people and begins to walk through the crowd. His subjects part, allowing him through. It is the antithesis of the opening coronation of the first Thor movie. The people aren't cheering and lauding at him, but rather they are smiling, humbly bowing, grateful. And Thor isn't acting arrogant, not trying to show off any swagger. He is stately, a contemplative and dignified king. At the end of the procession, Hulk, Loki, Valkyrie, and Heimdall stand next to the captain's chair.
Your throne.
Pause, reluctant acceptance. Thor sits down. Flanking him on opposite sides are Valkyrie, Heimdall. Behind and towering above him is the Hulk and Korg. Loki joins them.
So, King of Asgard.
Thor turns around to see thousands of people silently awaiting word from their new king. Now feeling the true weight of the crown, Thor takes a moment and waves.
Where to?
Oh, I'm not sure. Any suggestions? Meek, what's your home planet?
Oh,
Angelon Korg, who is holding Meek.
oh, Meek's dead. I accidentally stomped on him on the bridge. Felt so guilty. I've been carrying him around all day.
Meek wriggles to life. Korg lights up.
Oh, Meek, you're alive. He's alive, everybody. What was your question again, bro?
Thor looks forward, taking charge on this one.
Earth it is.
Cut to blank. The end. But because this is a Marvel movie, Thor and Loki look out of the window.
Do you really think it's a good idea to go back to Earth?
Yes, of course. The people of Earth love me. I'm very popular.
Let me rephrase that. Do you really think it's a good idea to bring me back to Earth?
Probably not, to be honest. But I wouldn't worry, brother. I've got a feeling that everything's going to work out.
Then, through the window, they see the massive form of Sanctuary 2, Thanos' warship approaching. A wider view allows us to see all of Sanctuary 2, dwarfing the Ark in size. The end.
And then I die.
Yay!
Sorta.
Loki dies,
Here's
Bulk!
the second end credit scene.
I'm not
Yeah.
playing that shit! Look, I already made 2 mistakes for the editing of this. Ah. It took so long to do all that, God.
How dare you?
We are on 3 hours and 18 minutes.
Bro, do we have
Yeah.
credits?
Yes,
we
we
do.
do.
We do.
We
Did
also
I say
have my
the
cat.
thing?
Oh, hold
Who's
on.
been
let me cancel.
screaming.
We've had several pets and this has been beautiful.
I'll get rid of the
All
other-
orange.
Can we?
No, no.
What can you
Most
see?
orange.
Can you see the credits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can see it. We
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
credits.
it's not playing. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, please.
Okay. Thanks everyone for watching Thor Ragnarok by us.
Yeah, we made it.
We wrote
We
it.
did it.
Yeah.
So here we
Ooh,
have
fancy.
Like a who?
Aiden as stage
Yay.
directions.
Mm.
And we have Blitz as Heimdall. Yay! And we have Show as Banner and the Hulk. Rest in peace. Wait, they're not dead. I mean, regrets that they couldn't be here.
Oh
Human's
no!
dead, y'all. It's confirmed.
Yeah.
It's canon. F.
Here we have Ruby as Valkyrie.
Whoa!
And we have well, it was going to be Mary as the Grandmaster and Sabine as Topaz, but it was actually Sabine as the Grandmaster and Dan as Topaz. Iconic duo.
Woo! Iconic.
And more iconicness is Dan as Korg.
Woo! Amazing.
That voice was spot fucking on the
It
entire
was.
It's very easy to do a New Zealand accent when you're New Zealander.
Yeah.
And of course, our evil beings, Pixie as Loki and Shelby as Hela.
I never did a favorite hair color, did I?
Those were also really good accents, Imo.
You really were.
Aw,
Yes.
thank you.
And Sabine as good old Odin.
Yeah.
Old man, right.
Yeah.
I
And
totally
and Dan is the filmographer of Odin Cam.
Yes, credit to that.
Love voting Cam.
And also Dan as Scourge because Al also couldn't make it. So yeah. So Dan was just all of New Zealand and
Yes.
it was great.
Yeah.
We're actually
And
me, Dan, and Anna are actually the entire population of New Zealand.
It's-
yeah, that's
Yes.
that's my fault. Yeah,
Just the three of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to move out of the country soon.
Pretty good.
Just
And
to get away from those
finally-
two.
Hey.
Finally, we have Anna as Thor.
Yeah!
Oh my god. This makes it so fancy.
I almost fell out of my chair.
Congratulations! Thank you, Frog, for the art. Thank you, Anna, for organizing. Thank you, everyone who missed the reading today but are still in our hearts. And
Yeah.
thank
They're all
you guys
dead.
for reading. And thank you, John.
Who I think streamed.
He did.
Oh,
indeed
yes.
stream.
He did
I
stream,
did
yeah. He was
I
streaming
did see.
before this.
Also, real quick,
SMH.
I noticed that the College Girl 1 and 2 were in the credit.
Oh, right. That is College Girl
blinded by
1
my
and
railway.
College Girl 2 and College Girl. Actually, it was
Mhm.
incredible.
Yeah.
fun.
Quickly take you down.
And
And as Guardian Citizen and as Guardian Man and as Guardian
I was
Woman.
his guardian man.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right. Sorry.
yeah.
I was the
yeah.
Quinjet. And
I was Carlos. Carlos.
Stanley
I
and
died.
MSA.
Ruby, stop screen sharing so we can wave goodbye to the stream.
Please, I need